The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Mora High School for tonight's doubleheader between the Mora Mustangs and the Milaca Wolves. This is going to be a Section 6 AA matchup as well as a Granite Ridge Conference matchup as well between these two teams, and I am so excited here for tonight's game. It should be a fun one. Taking a look at both of these teams here, they both play in Section 6 AA. It's a stacked section, but looking at the visiting Milaca Wolves, they are coming into this one at 500 at 5-5. They are 1-2 in the section. They score about 55 points per game and give up about the same amount per game. So a little bit of an interesting story here for Milaca. They've certainly shown that they can be a better team than what they've put on paper so far, but it'll be interesting to see if they can show that here tonight on the road in a rivalry game, a section game, and a conference game as well. That is when it seems to pull out the best in people. So we'll see how the Milaca Wolves will do here tonight. For the Mora Mustangs, they're 2-6 coming into this game, scoring about 35 points per game and giving up about 56. But don't let that fool you. I have definitely seen this team put up some points here, albeit only 2 wins on the season, but we've definitely seen them put up some points and be able to score plethora of them coming into this one. As we take a look at tonight, it is a cancer night, a cancer awareness night for Lance Dalby, the head coach of the Mora Mustangs girls team, and it should be a fun one. Of course, their head coach, I should say, Lance Dalby, he was the previous head coach at Milaca, so a little bit of a reunion here for him, and I can't wait to see what these two teams are able to accomplish here in tonight's game. Got off to a little bit of a late start here tonight, but hey, we're here and we are ready to go. So we are going to get our national anthem plus our starting lineups. So with that, we will take a commercial break. We'll come back after a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll be ready for tip-off here on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh yeah, well Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill too.
What about his shop?
He heats that too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with 2 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Back here on 95.5 FM KBEK. Your starting lineups here tonight, starting with the Milaca Wolves, who are head coached by Todd Haas. It'll be number 3, Bella Solstrom. Number 5, Lydia Cramlett. Number 11, Madison Goffman. 12, Ashley Drugsma. And 41, Maggie Westling. For the Mora Mustangs, it will be who are head coach, I should say, by Lance Dalby. It'll be number 2, Mackenzie Holte. 21, Abigail Kellish. 22, Addison Axtell. 24, Amber Fix, and 32, Quincy Osmus. The Milaca Wolves will be wearing their white away uniforms with the red letters and numbers outlined in black. They have red gashes down the side of the jersey and short with the M logo on the right side of the short. Then you have the Mora Mustangs in their home blue uniforms, the white letters and numbers, no outline. You've got the white trim on the shoulders where the sleeve would be and on the neck, and then at the bottom of the pant the black waistband for them, and plus the white single stripe down the side of the jersey and short. Again, Lance Dalby was the coach the previous 4 years at Milaca, so it's a little bit of a reunion here for head coach Lance Dalby, and again they are doing some things here tonight to benefit for their fight on cancer for Mr. Lance Dalby and his family. So a lot of good causes here for tonight, and you might not be able to see it on the camera. Maybe at some point we'll zoom in, but they do have pink nets for tonight's game. Yes, I've never seen it before in my game calling career or in any high school sport that I was going to at high school. They have changed the net colors tonight to pink, which I think is awesome. I think that is so cool that they're able to do that for tonight's game. Tip-off is going to be won by the Milaca Wolves, and Solstrom will grab it after Westling won it. And then from 3 right away, Cramlett looks for the 3. It's no good. Rebounded there by Goffman. She misses. Westling with the rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to favor the Mustangs. So 14 seconds off the board, and first jump ball of the game will go in favor of the Mustangs. Axtell will get it inbounded to her. Addison Axtell brings it up the court, now gives it off on the near side to Kellish. Kellish pauses, looking to get around the defender. She'll give it off to Fix. Amber Fix on that far side, looking. She fakes it one way, then driving inside. She's got a nice little lane to drive through, but that one was knocked out. Great job there by Maggie Westling. And Westling, one of the only 2 seniors on this squad. The other one is Maisie Van Donsel, the other senior on this Milaca squad. Inbound quickly, and they give it off now to Kellish. Kellish will look to the far side. Instead, she'll give it off, and now it gets back to Kellish in that far side corner. With 8 seconds to shoot, Kellish pulls it down, gives it inside to Holte, and that one's up and in for 2. The Mustangs get on the board first with 2 from Mackenzie Holte, but quickly up the court come the Wolves, and that shot no good there. Going to be rebounded here by Holte, and now we're going to hit a ball that goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Wolves. And referee kind of got confused herself, as did I. I was like, wait, that's not, nope, yes. So it is Milaca ball. It will stay with them. Inbound quickly here to Westling. Shot is up, no good. She got her own rebound, put it back up and in for 2. Plus the and 1. Amber Fix with her first foul. Team's first, and again, Westling at the line for the possible 3-point play. We have Solstrom, who is shoes have just not been cooperating so far. She had to tie them. Looking to be tight now. Double knotted them. No good on the free throw there from Westling, but she does get credit for the 2. And rebounded there by Kellish. Mustangs get it up into the front court. Amber Fix. She drives in. She finds a lane, loses it, and that is going to stay with the Mustangs. I thought that may have gone off of a Mustang player, but they're going to say a Wolf player touched it last, so it will stay with the blue and white. Kellish gets set to inbound. She does there quickly to Axtell. Axtell shot no good. Sahlstrom with the rebound. Quickly come the Wolves up the court. Pausing with it is Drugsma. She'll give it off now to the senior Westling. Westling pass nearly out of bounds, but that is going to go awry as Gothman saved it. She tried to get it back in bounds to Sahlstrom, but it went back over that half-court line, and that's going to be over and back on the Wolves. So they're turning it back over to the Mustangs, and that ball up for grabs is going to be stolen away by Sahlstrom, and quickly up the court to Westling. That shot no good. Rebound up for grabs. Westling going to grab it. And then a long two there from Cramlett, and she drops it in to make it 4-2 in favor of the Wolves. Quickly going the other way, though, is Axel. She slows down right at half court, has that ball poked out by the defender, and then it's going to be stolen away by Gothman. And Gothman's shot is no good, knocked out of bounds by Kellish. Kellish with a block there. Nice job by her to not allow the fast break point, or points, I should say. So the Wolves will hold on to it. That one knocked out of bounds by a Mustang. Westling gets the inbound, gets it off to Sahlstrom, back to Westling. Westling shoots it in the paint, no good, and that rebound going to be grabbed there by Amber Fix. And she's going to get guarded well by Westling. Westling all over the court right now for the Wolves. Very good defender as well. Kellish with it. She nearly lost it as she's defended well. Now she drives towards the perimeter, gives it off far side to Holte. Holte wanted the three. Instead, she pulls it down, gives it back outside to Osmus. Quincy Osmus, she thought about pulling the trigger on the three. Instead, gives it off to Amber Fix. Amber Fix goes inside to Quincy Osmus. A bounce pass over on the far side to Holte, but that will lead her out of bounds, and that will give it back to the Wolves. 15:30 to go here in half number one. It's Cramlett who will bring it up the court for the Wolves. She finds an open lane right down the center, right from the free throw line, pulls up, shot is no good, and the rebound's still up for grabs, and Cramlett going to grab it right back for the Wolves. She's going to circle the paint, and now that ball's still up for grabs. Somehow it rolls to Drugsma. Drugsma hangs onto it. She'll get right on the side of the paint. Only 4 seconds to shoot now for Cramlett, but she gives it outside to Drugsma, who hits it for three. And it's a 7-2 lead now for Milaca as Axtell will take it up the court on the far side, gets a screen. She pauses, gives it off, and a nice lane to the basket for Amber Fix, but that shot is no good, and Gothman will get the rebound quickly up on the near side of the court. Almost a carry there by Gothman, but she got it dribbled just in time. Now they'll give it off far side for Cramlett for three. That's going to be no good. Rebound up for grabs. It's going to be Drugsma who gets the rebound. Nice passing here by the Wolves. Cramlett gives it off to Sahlstrom. Sahlstrom inside. She was looking for Westling, but that's going to go through a couple of hands and legs and go out of bounds and stay, or excuse me, it's going to go back to the Mustangs, excuse me. Checking in for the first time here tonight for the Mustangs is Carla Quall. And Osmus looks to inbound. She's got to get it inbounded there quickly. And right as that 5-second clock went off, she inbounded it to Axtell, but then it was knocked out of bounds by a member of the Wolves. So we'll stay with the Mustangs. They'll get a chance to inbound it once again up on that far side. Axtell gets the inbound, and now she's in some trouble at the half court. Nice spin move as she works past the defender, gives it off outside to Quall. Now, that is Fix. She gives it off to Kellish. That one nearly stolen away, but it gets to Quall, and that shot is no good. Westling grabs the rebound for the Wolves. Quickly up the court they go. A shot from three from Drugsma's no good, and the rebound by Amber Fix, maybe? Yes. She gets it, rolls it over to Osmus, and Osmus will give it back to Amber Fix. Fix up the court, got some numbers, but now the defense does a good job to get back for the Wolves. And she'll give it off that time. No, not the bounce that Axtell was looking for. She gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in for two to make it 7-4. Her and her teammate kind of battled for that rebound, but Axtell got it and dropped it in. We got a new member for the Wolves in. That is number 10, Annabelle Gothman. Good passing once again by the Wolves. As Sahlstrom drives inside, she lost it. Annabelle Gothman from the three, no good. And the rebound there, gonna roll to Kellish. And then she got fouled, I believe, by Sahlstrom. So that's her first, team's first. 13:15 to go here in the first half, and now we'll get another substitution for the Mustangs. It'll be number 20, Lindsay Clevin. And Clevin will get set to inbound. She tries to get it into Axtell, but again knocked out of bounds by a member of the Wolves. It will stay with the Mustangs. They'll get another opportunity here to try and inbound. Clevin inbounds to Kellish. Kellish gets double teamed. Oh, Wessling got out of the way. She knew that was going to draw a foul. Nice job by her. Carla Quall thought about three, then pulls it down, gives it off here to Axtell. Axtell thought about three. Now she's going to drive inside. Lost the ball. And then it's going to go out of bounds. But they're going to say it was last touched by a Milaca player. So the Mustangs hold on to it. Kellish gets set to inbound. That 5-second clock going to go off soon, but she gets it into Axel. Knocked away by Wessling, but taken back by Kellish. That shot blocked again. And then getting that one up, no good. And Gothman, that's Madison Gothman, got the rebound. 2 blocks there by Wessling on the same drive. And then this rebound was picked up on the missed shot by Amber Fix. She gets it off now, and taking it on the far side is Kellish. Kellish gives it off to Amber Fix. Fix, she spin moves, goes inside, and that's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow, I believe, will favor the Wolves. And now checking into the game for the Wolves is going to be 24 Willow Hunt. She checks into the game for the first time for the Wolves as Madison Gothman brings it up the court. Got Madison, who's a 10th grader, and Annabelle, who's an 8th grader. This ball is going to be out of bounds, intended for Annabelle, but it goes awry, and it will go back to the Mustangs. 7-4 is the Wolves' lead. Inbound here now to Quall, Carla Quall, and she lost it, and that will stay with the Mustangs. It was poked out by Sahlstrom. Sahlstrom got a hand in there. As Abigail Kellish will get set to inbound for the Mustangs. She gets it in here to Axtell. Axtell trying to dribble through some traffic. She'll pull up and drop it in for 2 off the backboard. Just a little kiss off the backboard to drop it in for 2. Makes it 7-6 in favor of the Wolves. Now on the near side here for Annabelle Gothman. She goes far side to her sister, I'm guessing, Madison Gothman. And Madison Gothman hits it for 3. 10-6 now, Wolves with the lead. Quickly up the court come the Mustangs. Oh, Amber Fix has it. She dribbles it once, picks up the dribble, bounce pass now to Quall. Carla Quall on the far side corner trying to work back her way in towards the basket, but Sahlstrom right there guarding well, and that's going to be stolen away by Willow Hunt. Quickly up the court goes Sahlstrom, and she drops it in for 2. It's going to be 12-6. Wolves with the lead. Under 12 minutes to go now. Kellish gives it off on the near side to Fix. Fix going to drive inside the paint. That one, I thought that one was a little bit off balance, but she's going to draw the foul and go to the line and shoot 2. It'll be the second team foul on the Wolves and the second on Sahlstrom. Not ideal, but again, that will send Fix to the line for 2. 2 of our local teams here in our listening area on 95.5 FM tonight, KBEK, the Milaca Wolves and the Mora Mustangs going at it tonight as Amber Fix hits the first free throw. A couple of substitutions for the Wolves. As Amber Fix tries to go 2 for 2 from the free throw line as I seem to lose my papers. And she misses that one. And it's rebounded by Wessling. She gives it off to Annabelle Gothman, but back to Wessling now. Back to Annabelle. Now over to Cramlett. Cramlett into the near side corner. Wow, and another 3 there from Madison Gothman to make it 15-7. Axel with it. She'll have to give it back to Kellish. Kellish now quickly up the court to Fix. Fix on the far side. Gets it inside, and a beautiful pass inside to Lindsay Clevin, who's going to drop that one in for 2. Good passing there by the Mustangs, and that's the best we've seen so far here in the first half from the Mustangs, but now the Wolves have it back. Cramlett, she's going to drive inside. She gives it off to Willow Hunt. Willow Hunt can't get enough on it. Gets her own rebound, puts too much on that one, and then it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Wolves as it was knocked out by a member of the blue and white. Wessling will go to the baseline and get ready to inbound. Inbounds right to Cramlett. Cramlett gives it off on the near side here to Madison Gothman. Going inside to Westling. That shot is up. It's knocked out of bounds by a member of the Mustangs again. You're going to see Lauren Colgraf check into the game, but I do believe now we are going to get a timeout. Yeah, we will. The Mustangs will call a timeout. 17, for Pete's sake. My brain ain't working so far, ladies and gentlemen. It's 15-9 in favor of the Wolves. That's what I meant to say. But we'll take a look at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with this timeout. Embrace Orthodontics, custom Life Force braces, or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, Cambridge. Plus, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can find out more at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. Game day Gilman out here at Mora High School for the second night in a row, this time for a doubleheader. Mustangs and Wolves going at it. Girls play first. They tipped off around 5:45. And they'll have a Frisbee toss at halftime for a cancer benefit for the Lance Dalby family. Meanwhile, out of the timeout, Wolves get it inbounded. Madison Gothman on the far side from 3. It's no good. Westling gets the rebound and drops it in for 2. Westling herself has out-rebounded the Mustangs, as Holte gets this one knocked out of her hands, and it will stay with the Mustangs, as again, the Wolves did knock it out. The Wolves have gotten their hands into seemingly every passing lane for the Mustangs, and this time it gets inbounded to Axel, but they're going to get a foul that time on the Wolves. They're going to get that one on Lydia Cramlett. Cramlett, a junior for the Wolves squad. Kellish inbounds to Axtell. Axtell will get it over now to Colgraf, who checked in for the first time here tonight. Colgraf nearly had it swatted out by Westling, but Colgraf gives it off on the far side to Kellish. Kellish, she's trying to get around the defender, instead pulls it up, gives it off to Colgraf. Colgraf back to Fix. Fix, I thought, had a chance from 3, but instead she drives inside, shot is up, no good, and Westling just sticks her hand up, and her hands are like glue right now. Anything she touches, it sticks. 17-9 is the score. Cramlett has it on the far side. She'll pull up from 2, and it's no good. Getting the rebound, dropping it in for 2 is Willow Hunt, and she was fouled. So she'll go to the line for the possible 3-point play. That's going to be on Lauren Colgraf. Her first, team second. Couple substitutions here for the Wolves. And Willow Hunt is at the line for the possible 3-point play. And that one's good. Had some height to it, but it is good nonetheless. So that'll make it 20-9 now in favor of the Wolves. Under 9.5 to go in the first half. Kellish slowly bringing this ball up the court, eyeing up the defender, trying to figure out which way she wants to go with it. She has Axtell screening her way. Axtell finds a lane to the basket, but it closed quickly. She gets it off to Amber Fix. Amber Fix will dribble it backwards, trying to go for the longer 2. It's no good. Rebound up for grabs, still up for grabs, and Willow Hunt is going to come up with it for the Wolves. Quickly up the court they go to Droogsma. Droogsma goes inside to Westling. Westling, what a move! And then she gets fouled. And I think they're going to get Colgraf again for her second and the team's third. Each team has 3 now. And we'll get set to inbound. Thought about having a substitution, but the Mustangs say no. Cramlett left alone on the far side, elbow for 3! Lydia Cramlett, can't leave her alone from that distance. She is going to nail it every time. I mean, she had a chance to breathe, to look it up, lock it down. And Wolves possibly got away with a foul on that far side on a block. And then it's going to be knocked out of bounds there by Lydia Cramlett. Cramlett, my goodness, she is bothering the Mustangs right now with her defense. She's done a great job here in this first half with 8:33 to go under that halfway mark. Inbound to Amber Fix on the far side. She's trying to get around Willow Hunt. Instead, she gives it off to Quincy Osmus. Osmus going to drive inside. She found a lane. It's knocked out of her hands, but it will stay with the Mustangs. I think they're actually going to get a foul here. They said he got a little bit more than the ball. They're going to get that one. Sahlstrom, that's her third, sadly. And sadly, she's going to have to sit probably the rest of this first half. Quincy Osmus at the line for 2. No good on the first. So, yeah, Sahlstrom is going to come out and probably sit with 3 fouls for the rest of the half. And I know I just heard a new name in for the Mustangs, but we'll wait to confirm. That is no good, and Axtell grabs the rebound as Osmus went 0 of 2, and as Axtell grabbed the rebound, she fell to the court. And that is a travel. At least I thought I heard a new name. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Tegan Oslin is the new Mustang in. 23. And she got the foul right away. Trying to block a shot, but she gets called for the foul, and now at the line for 2 is Willow Hunt. First one is up. It's in. Making it 24-9. Willow Hunt has got a unique free throw shot. It looks like it's going to come up short, but that's just because of the arc she puts on it. It's a pretty cool shot, actually. This one going to go too long. And Westling, no. Westling almost got the rebound, but then Mora got it, and now we're going to get a foul here on Lydia Cramlett. Oh. Her second, and the team's fourth. Axel, could have gotten called for an over and back, but they won't. Kellish has it now for the Mustangs. Her shot, no good. Willow Hunt with the rebound. She'll give it off now to Drugsma. Drugsma gives it off on the near side to Goffman. That's Madison Goffman. Goffman trying to dribble around the defender. She backs it out to Westling. Westling goes across the court to Drugsma. Drugsma for 3. No good. And Axtell set up in great position for the rebound. She'll give it off now to Kellish. Back to Axtell. Axtell stops. Gives it inside to Tegan Oslin. And now they're going to get a foul on Milaca. Willow Hunt gets called for the foul. Team's 6th, her first. Mustangs will get set to inbound here. 7:34 to go in the first half. Axtell gets the ball inbounded to her. She takes the long 2. It's no good. Willow Hunt will grab the rebound. That was right on the mark, but it just said new. Lydia Cramlett has it at the M logo, the Mustangs. She gives it off now to Drugsma, far side. Drugsma will give it inside to Willow Hunt. Willow Hunt off the mark just a little bit, and that one's rebounded by Quincy Osmus. And now she'll give it off on the far side to Kellish. Kellish driving up the court on that far side. That one, that shot, I think she needed to slow it down just a little bit first. Tegan Oslin with the foul there. And they go pretty deep with their substitutions, does Mora. So we've got another one. Megan Sperling checks into the game. Already 10 have seen the court here in this first half. Meanwhile, Madison Gothman with the dribble behind the back. She gives it off now to Hunt, now to Westling. Westling gives it over to Cramlett. Cramlett gets the drive into the basket. Shot is no good. Rebound up for grabs. Racing after it, a bunch of players. And Tegan Oslin has it. No. Yes? Yes. So Tegan Oslin is going to get credit for the rebound there because the Mustangs are going to call a timeout. So they did have enough of possession for them to call the timeout and hold on to the ball. It'll be their second timeout. They'll be left with 3 here the rest of the way. Give us another chance to take a look at our Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or clear aligners. Of course, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. Again, we got the pink nets here tonight, plus the shirts representing the hope for the raising money for cancer for the Lance Dalby family. Great to see, and you love to see it when both teams participate in it. We got a bunch of Milaca players and fans that are wearing these maroon shirts. It's really cool to see. Of course, again, Lance Dalby, the head coach now for the Mora Mustangs, the last 4 years was the head coach at Milaca, and he took that Milaca team pretty far last year. We've seen him a couple times last year in the playoffs, plus they played Pine City as well, so we've seen him a couple times, a great guy, and I had the chance to do an interview with him in the preseason, and hopefully we'll be able to here at the midway point in the season, then at the end of the season as well, so just a great guy to talk to. As the Mustangs will inbound it out of the timeout, it's Kellish who brings it up the court. She gets around Westling. She could have had a chance for a shot herself, instead tried to give it off to Oslin. We're going to get a jump ball call, and the possession arrow favors the Mustangs. So now the Mustangs will get set to inbound once again. It's Abigail Kellish. She'll survey, and she'll inbound here, and she gets it in to Sperling. Sperling on the near side to Holte. Holte driving that baseline, puts it up. That shot is blocked and going to be stolen away by Cramlett, and you can guess who blocked it. It was, again, Westling, and then they get it down the court and up and in for two. Madison Gothman dropped it in for two, 26-9, and not real sure of what the whistle was there. I don't see a foul up on the board, so I'm not real sure. Must have been out of bounds. I had to take a look at my stat sheet to write a few things down there from that last play, but the Mustangs have it back nonetheless. They trail by a good chunk, and nice job by Oslin to realize, hey, this one's tipped and it's going to go out of bounds. That's touched by the Wolves. So she just let it go. No point in putting yourself in an area where you're risking yourself of going either out of bounds and that ball taking it with you, or just having it scored out of your hands. But she will inbound it here to Osmus. Now back to Kellish. This one's stolen away, and that's Annabelle Gothman, who read that like a book. She was waiting for that one. She was sitting on that one. She knew it was coming. Now Megan Sperling is going to get the foul here for the Mustangs. It's going to be her first, team's sixth, and that will send Annabelle Gothman to the line for two. She's the eighth grader. Her shot is up and no good. 5:50 to go here in the first half, 26-9. Wolves with the lead. Gothman drops that one in. So one of two there, and it'll make it 27-9 in favor of the Wolves. Osmus gets it into Oslin, back to Osmus, now to Axtell on the far side. She dribbles out of some trouble. She gets it over now to Holte. Holte has a lane to the basket closed by Westling. And now to Axtell. She nearly had it stolen away, gives it to Osmus. Osmus finds a lane, drops that one up, but it's no good. We're going to get a foul here on the Wolves. It'll be their team's seventh. And that's going to go against Cramlett, so she'll have to sit the rest of the first half. So sadly there for the Wolves, they have two of their starters. We're going to have to sit the rest of the first half in Cramlett and Sahlstrom. Osmus, meanwhile, will put that one up. Oh, it bounced. It looked like it might take the friendly bounce, but it does not. Now she's all 0 for 3. And I believe I heard Grace Haas, 23, checked into the game for the Wolves. Another junior. As Osmus misses that one as well, and getting the rebound, well, nearly, for the Wolves, but it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Mustangs.
24, Amber Fix, back in for Mora.
As you probably heard the PA announcer, Amber Fix will check back in for the blue and white. Axtell gets set to inbound. She does to Osmus. Osmus trying to drive on Westling. That's usually not going to work, and this one up from Sperling, but no good. Taking it in is Westling. No surprise there. Now up the court with it is Droogsma. She'll give it off here to Annabelle Gothman. Annabelle gives it off to Grace Haas. Haas in some trouble. She'll give it off to Westling. Westling directing traffic. Gives it off to Madison Gothman. A long two is no good. Rebound going to be grabbed there by Mackenzie Holte for the Mustangs. She's bothered. She's going to be double teamed. A little bit of full court press here by the Wolves. Not a little bit, but a lot. And it's stolen away by Madison Gothman. And she puts it up and in for two. 29-9 now. A 20-point lead for the Wolves. Full court press again by Milaca. Axtell trying to dribble her way out of it. That's the danger of it. Amber Fix has a lane. She drives, puts up a shot, no good. Getting the rebound was Holte, missing and getting her own rebound again. She gives it off to Osmus. Osmus fakes it, gives it off to Holte near side for three. It's good! Mackenzie Holte delivers from three, and that makes it 29-12. But the Wolves, as they do, and as they have all night, were quick up the court. And left alone, lane to the basket. It rattles home for Ashley Drugsma for two. It's 31-12. Again, full court press, but they get it up the court quickly here to Amber Fix. Amber Fix goes inside, trying to get it off to Sperling. And Axtell, as it went through Sperling's hand, chased after, but it went through her hands and out of bounds. So the Wolves will get it back. A couple substitutions on the Mustangs side. They trail 31-12, 4:02 left in the first half. Bringing it up the court is Madison Gothman. Gothman goes to the near side to Haas. Bounce pass on the far side for Drugsma. Drugsma will hand it back to Annabelle Gothman. Annabelle, she gives off to Haas, and that's going to go out of bounds. A little bit of miscommunication there between those two. And it's going to go out of bounds. Mustangs will inbound here. They get it inbounded to Clevin. Clevin in some trouble. She has it stolen away by Grace Haas, but then stolen right back by Axtell. So a steal for a steal as Grace Haas got it, then Axtell stole it back. I believe we got a jump ball, and the ball will stay with the Wolves. So, a little bit of a risky move here. They're going to bring Sahlstrom back in, who has 3 fouls. That's pretty dangerous, but they want her in. They've seen something on defense and on the offensive side that they want her in for. So she'll inbound it. She gets it to Gothman. Now to Drugsma. Drugsma drives in, puts a layup towards the basket. No good. She gets her own rebound, throws it back, and it goes through the net for 2. Make it 33-12. Inbound to Axtell. She gives it back to Clevin. Now over to Holte. Holte on the far side. Slowly dribbles up the court. She wants to go over on the far side to Qual. She does. Now looking for Fix. She'll give it to Fix. Fix finds that lane to the basket and drops it in for 2. Nice job and a nice move by Amber Fix for 2 to make it 33-14. And driving an open lane to the basket, Madison Gothman was left alone, and that'll make it 35-14. Meanwhile, Axtell gives it off on the near side to Holte. Holte spinning around, trying to find someone, and she traveled with it right before she passed it. I think she got away with it at first, and then she did it once again, and they had to whistle at that time. So Milaca has it back, 35-14, 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. With it is Madison Gothman. She gives it to Westling. Westling, she'll wait, she'll direct traffic. She fakes the give one way, and then she takes it to the basket herself. No good on the first attempt, gets her own rebound, and drops it back in for 2. 37-14 now, as here comes Axtell back up the court for the Mustangs. She gives it off far side to Holte. Holte looking, she gives it over now to Qual. Carla Qual stands, she'll dribble towards the free throw line. She puts up the shot, and nice job. She floats it in there for 2. 37-16. But now back the other way, Madison Gothman driving towards the basket. She gives it back to Westling. Westling back outside, and I believe that's Drugsma for 3, and that's going to be no good. But Grace Haas driving in, nearly got the rebound, but a jump ball call. And the possession arrow favors the Mustangs. Willow Hunt will check back into the game. Again, you got Cramlett and Sahlstrom, who with each have 3 fouls, and usually when you get 3 fouls in the first half, you'll sit for the rest of the first half, but they have Sahlstrom in there. They want her in to end the first half. They trust her not to get that 4th foul. Nice job there. The pass inside to Amber Fix from Lindsay Clevin, and as Fix drove to the net, she was fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Grace Haas gets her first foul and the team's 8th. 1:33 to go in the first half. 37-16, Mustangs at the line for 2. It's Amber Fix. She is 1 of 2 here this evening, 50%. First one is up a little too strong on that one, and it's no good. On the game, they're 1 for 7 from the free throw line. 1:33 to go. Fix trying to go 50% again. No. And it's rebounded by Willow Hunt. Quickly up the court on the far side. Droogsma for 3. That's Madison Goffman for 3 to make it 40-16. And the Wolves just continuing to show their power on offense. As now with it, Qual, she'll drive towards the net, puts a shot up from the free throw line. No good. She gets the rebound. And now a jump ball opportunity as the Wolves hold on to it, and they'll create the jump ball opportunity. And the Wolves will take over. Wolves have it and bring it up the court as Madison Goffman. Goffman gives it off on the far side to Haas. Haas getting around one defender. Now she wanted to give it to Salstrom. She does. Salstrom nearly lost it. Gives it off now to Goffman. Goffman for 3 again is good. Madison Goffman is on fire. It's 43-16, under a minute to go. Mustangs have it. There's about 12 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. As Qual takes it, gives it inside to Axtell. Axtell can't get that one to fall. She gets her own rebound, looking for the reverse layup. Couldn't get it in, and then it was last touched out of bounds by the Wolves. So the Mustangs will get it, and I believe the shot clock will stay on because it is still Mustang ball. Axtell will get set to inbound. She does on the far side to Holte. Holte gives it now to Fix. Fix inside to Clevin. Clevin back on the far side to Holte for 3. That's going to be no good. And it's Madison Goffman with the rebound. And that one's going to be poked and knocked out of bounds by Lindsay Clevin. Shot clock is off with 17 seconds left here in half number 1. 43-16. Milaca with a commanding lead. Salstrom will get set to inbound it. She looks, she will, to Goffman. Now over to Grace Haas. Haas trying to go inside to Hunt. Hunt manages to tip it to herself, but now we're going to get a foul as the Mustangs nearly got it stolen away, but now they get their, looks like 7th team foul, and it is the second on Amber Fix. Willow Hunt at the free throw line, misses that one, so she's now 50% with 11 seconds to go. And that was no good as well. Lindsay Clevin grabs the rebound, and she'll give it off to Axtell. Axtell gives it off to Holte. Holte with 3 seconds left. That is no good. And getting the rebound there was Ashley Droogsma. Tried to throw it towards the net for the last shot, but it was well off the mark. But the Milaca Wolves lead here at halftime, 43-16 over the Mora Mustangs. So we are at halftime, and the Milaca Wolves with the commanding lead here. Nearly 30 points. They lead by 27 over the Mora Mustangs at halftime. So we'll take a commercial break here. We're from some of our fine sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the first half, give you some keys to the second half for both of these teams. You're listening to the first game of this doubleheader here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Back here on 95.5 FM, KBEK. We're at the first game of the doubleheader here at Mora High School, where the Milaca Wolves, in the girls' game, lead over Mora 43-16 here at the half. And taking a look at these two teams, the stats from that first half, starting with the Milaca Wolves, and leading the way. No surprise there, it was Madison Gothman who had 18 points, then 7 for Ashley Drugsma, 6 for Maggie Westling, then 5 for Lydia Cramlett, 4 for Willow Hunt, 2 for Bella Sahlstrom, and 1 for Annabelle Gothman. Rebound-wise, it was Westling with 9 who led the team, then Hunt with 6. They were 3 for 8 from the free throw line. They had 6 steals, 3 blocks, all coming from Westling, and 8 team fouls. For the Mustangs, leading the way for them with 5 points was Mackenzie Holte, 4 for Axtell, 3 for Fix, and 2 for Carla Quall and Lindsay Clevin. Rebound-wise, 2 players led the team with 4, Axtell and Holte, and then 3 for Amber Fix. They were 1 for 8 from that free throw line. They had 1 steal, 1 block, and 7 team fouls. So for the Mora Mustangs, they're struggling here in this first half, but no better time than the second half to really turn things around. And right now, they just kind of let a few players kind of really control things. And one of them was Westling. And Westling really kind of took hold of the team. And there's a reason she's the senior leader on this squad. And she really kind of took them and led them on the court by example. And one of the biggest reasons how is she was a big rebounder. Obviously, she got 9 of them leading the team, but she also did a really good job of running the plays and running the offense, and she did a good job of controlling the pace, controlling the momentum. Plus, she got a bunch of assists there in that first half. I don't keep track of assists just because that would confuse me even more, and I'd rather not do that because then I get confused, you get confused, we all get confused, and then I don't know where I'm at. So I'd rather just do what I've got and live with it. But yeah, she's got a ton of assists, and again, she really led the team there in that first half. She directed the movement of the plays on offense. She lined up the defense where they needed to be in their position. So she did a really good job there leading the team with her senior leadership. And again, that's why they have her out there starting, and she is, I would assume, one of the captains for this team as well. So give credit to her and the entire team because they fed off of that, and when they got going, they really got going, and I think she was one of the bigger reasons why. And they did a really good job, Milaca did, with just doing what they needed to do, not doing too much on either side of the ball. Defensively, yeah, they did get 8 fouls, which is less than ideal if you're their head coach. Yeah, but you got to be proud with how they played. They got a ton of fouls early on, but then later in the game, they really slowed it down. They didn't allow those fouls to become a problem later in the half, and they did a really good job of that. And so I think for Milaca, really don't need to change much. But for the Mustangs, yeah, I think you're going to start to I think one of the biggest things is just kind of settle down. It seemed like they rushed a few of their shots because they were trying to get through that Milaca defense and trying to score as many points as they could, as quickly as they could, knowing that they were down by a good chunk of points, 27 right now. And I think with them knowing that, they thought to themselves, oh my goodness, we got to get back, we got to work ourselves back quickly as possible. We got to get all the points back. But they got to remember, you don't get all 27 back with one shot. It takes multiple possessions. You have to go down and score a point in each possession and then get back on defense and then worry about the defense. You can't be thinking too far ahead. And I think that's maybe kind of what they did there in that first half. They thought a little bit too far ahead. They got ahead of themselves and they started to rush things, especially on the offensive side. I thought they rushed things a little bit because I thought they had they got the ball down in the paint, and then I think they rushed their shots because they were going and shooting the ball well out of position in some awkward spots and some awkward angles. And I thought they could have really kind of maybe took a step or two more or taken another chance to take another breath and kind of take a look at the basket and set themselves up a little bit better. So I think for the Mustangs, you're down here by 27. I don't think you're going to obviously stop the Milaca offense. That's very obvious. But just play your style of basketball. Don't go out there trying to stop them so much and trying to get all these points back in one. Go out there, play your style of basketball, work on the offensive side of things, get some points each possession, then worry about the defense. Go back on the defensive side, then worry about what you got to do defensively. Try and make some stops, try and hold them off the board. So I think that's what Mora needs to do here in the second half. 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, the team over there, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. As we get both teams back out onto the court. And the Milaca Wolves lead 43-16 over the Mora Mustangs. Mustangs will inbound here to begin the second half. Axtell has it. She gives it off to Osmus. Quincy Osmus looks. She'll drive inside, and she She looked for a pass, but it was stolen away by Drugsma. It fell right into her lap. Sahlstrom has it, lost it, gives it to Cramlett. Now back outside to Ashley Drugsma for 3. That's going to be no good. And Wessling, she got the rebound. And 10 on the night now for her. Trying to go inside to Sahlstrom was Drugsma. Drugsma in some trouble, but she dribbles out of the paint, then gives it back up to the top of the key to Lydia Cramlett for 3. That's no good. And Amber Fix almost got the rebound, but they're going to get a jump ball, and it will stay with the Wolves. Nice job there by Milaca to get wrapped up with that ball and keep it for themselves. 43-16. Sahlstrom will inbound. Gets it right away to Drugsma, but yeah, Drugsma left her feet with that one, then came down, and that's a travel. So ball will go back to the Mustangs. Quickly inbounded here to, I don't know if that's 20 or 21. 21, that's Kellish. Kellish with it. She'll look for Osmus, and this one going to be nearly stolen away by Cramlett, but we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow now favors the Wolves, or the Mustangs, excuse me. So the Mustangs do hold on to it, but if you're the Mustangs, yeah, that's another thing you'll want to try and have less of is turnovers. They had a good plethora of turnovers there in the first half, and you want to see some better passing, just taking a moment to set yourselves up better to receive the pass too. And that first half, it just seemed like they couldn't hold on to the ball. Wessling blocked that one yet again, give her 4 on the night now. And then the Wolves, they nearly had it, but it was knocked out of bounds by the Wolves. So the Mustangs catch a break as that shot again was blocked by Wessling. They'll get it inbounded here on the far side to Amber Fix. She works her way to the elbow, now gives it to Osmus. Osmus stands top of the key. She'll look to drive inside. Wessling getting her hand in there. Now back outside to Holte. Holte, she'll give it to Kellish, now to Osmus. Osmus on the elbow, goes inside to Holte, and that one's shot clock is going to run out. So again, 35 seconds you have to shoot the ball. If you hit the rim, it resets to 20. And if it goes to 0, if it left your hand before 0, well, then it's okay. But if not, shot will be no good. So the Wolves have it back. Cramlett gives it off now to Drugsma. Drugsma gives it underneath the basket to Sahlstrom. No good. She gets her own rebound, though. Gives it back to Wessling, and Wessling drops it in for 2. Wessling now with 8. She's creeping up on a double-double here tonight, as it's 45-16 in favor of the Wolves. And now we will get a ball that is knocked out of bounds by the Wolves. It will stay with the Mustangs. Kellish will get set to inbound. She does to Axtell. It's Addison Axtell. She drifts into the far side corner, trying to drive towards the basket now. Puts up a shot. It's no good. Ashley Drugsma with the rebound for the Wolves. She gives it off to Madison Gothman. Now back to Drugsma. Drugsma's double team. She works out of the double team, throws it off a defender's leg, and it will stay with the Wolves. Good, well-aware play there by Drugsma. She really had nowhere to go with that ball and had a double team. If she went back the other way, she threw it off of the defender's leg. She'll get it inbounded to Wessling. Now back to Drugsma. Drugsma has it knocked out. And now on the far side, she grabs it back, goes inside to Wessling. Wessling, pass on the near side here to Madison Gotham, makes the defender miss, steps inside the three-point line, but then drops it in for a long 2. 47-16. Quickly up the court, though, go the Mustangs, and Holte for a 3. To make it 47-19. Lydia Cramlett will set up for a 3. That's Sahlstrom. Her shot's no good, and she'll get the rebound. Now on the far side, it's Drugsma. Drugsma, it'll roll to Cramlett. It goes through her legs, and Sahlstrom picks it up. Wessling has it. She nearly lost it. She'll give it back to Cramlett. That was knocked out of her hands. Cramlett can't hold on to it cleanly. We're going to get a tie-up, and the jump ball possession arrow favors the Wolves. Substitutions here for the Wolves. Grace Haas gets ready with the inbound. Gets it out top of the key for Madison Gothman, but that is no good. The ball will go back. That was Drugsma on the shot. No good, and it will go back to the Mustangs now. Osmus inbounds to Kellish. Kellish on the far side passes it to Holte. Holte trying to drive inside, backs out to Osmus. Osmus now driving inside herself. It's taken away by Grace Haas. And taking it to the basket was Gothman, no good. Getting the rebound that time was Annabelle Gothman. Droogsma gives it off on the far side to Madison Gothman. Now back to Annabelle. Annabelle will circle around the perimeter, gives it to Droogsma. Droogsma tries to take it inside, and she wanted to go back to Haas, but Haas zigged when the pass zagged and will go out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Mustangs on a turnover. Osmus will inbound for the Mustangs, right to Kellish. And Kellish gives it off to Axtell on the far side. She pauses, fakes the pass one way, dribbles the other, gives it off to Kellish. Kellish drives in, shot is no good. Osmus got the rebound, a jump ball call. Possession arrow favors the Mustangs. So the Mora Mustangs will inbound. Kellish will inbound to Fix. Fix grabs it here on the near side. Spin move, trying to drive inside, but it's knocked out. Stolen away there by Madison Gothman. She'll take it all the way to the basket. Shot is no good. Annabelle Gothman got the rebound, and this shot is no good. Willow Hunt grabs the rebound now. And now back to the top of the key for Madison Gothman. Now over to Annabelle. Annabelle steps inside the three-point line. Shot is up, no good. Grace Haas on the far side gets the rebound. Good passing here by the Wolves, and Droogsma delivers from three. Ashley Droogsma, nice job there, nice shot. It's 50-19. Holte tried to back her way into the basket, instead gives it off to Osmus, now to Kellish. Kellish on the near side, trying to get around the defender, finds a lane to the basket. It closes quickly, and the shot is no good. Droogsma is there for the rebound. Droogsma will bring it up the court for the Wolves. She'll hand it off now to Gothman. Gothman finds a lane, backs it outside to Madison, and she's good from three. Madison Gothman have a night. 53-19. And the Mustangs get it up the court, and that one nearly stolen away by Annabelle, but they're going to get a foul call on her, I believe. And oh, they're getting on Madison. Interesting. I believe we got a warning on the Mora bench. Either way, the Mustangs get it inbounded, and they'll try to work with it. Kellish goes inside to Fix, and then we get a foul. Grace Haas with her second. Team second. A substitution as Megan Sperling will check in for Axtell. Kellish will inbound to Sperling. Sperling on that near side corner has it knocked out of bounds by a Wolf player, and it will stay with the Mustangs. 12:41 to go. Inbound goes to no one, and Droogsma will get credit for the steal, but it's stolen right back by the Mustangs. That is Kellish with the steal. She'll now look to Fix. Fix wants to go inside, and putting that one up, no good from two for Quall. And with the rebound is Willow Hunt. I thought Quall probably could have taken a step forward towards the basket, but again, she was a little bit hurried, tried to hurry that shot to get the basket, but and I thought she could have taken at least one more step towards that basket and got that shot off pretty cleanly. Passing the ball around a good chunk are the Wolves. They do a really good job of that. And Cramlett gives it off on the far side. Now back to Cramlett, top of the key to Droogsma. Droogsma's left alone. Now she's going to take the three, and she drops it in. I was wondering if she might take that three. She was left alone there for 3-4 seconds, and she decided, you know what, if you're not going to come to me, I will take the three, and she drops it in. Now with it is Kellish. Kellish rounds the defender. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Cramlett. A Couple substitutions for both sides. As now inbounded to Axtell. Axtell on the baseline. Looking, trying, giving it off to Qual. Now on the far side for Kellish for three. That's no good. Rebounded there by Clevin. And Kellish driving inside. And as she drives, she got fouled. That's Cramlett getting her fourth and the team's third. Checking in for Clevin is going to be Lauren Colgraf. Kellish looks to inbound. She does. Finds Tegan Oslin. Wide open underneath the net, and she drops it in for two. 56-21. Back the other way. Wolves with it, and they drop it in for two. Willow Hunt for two. Makes it 58-21. Pass on the far side corner to Axtell. Axtell will dribble out of there, gives it off to Oslin. Oslin top of the key. She'll dribble to the far side. She thought she had a lane. It closed. She'll give it off to Colgraf. Colgraf to Axtell. Axtell near side elbow for three. It's no good. Rebound, grabbed there by Kellish. She tries to put it back for two. And the rebound, no one has it, but we'll get a jump ball with that arrow. Oh, I thought the arrow was... I thought the possession arrow should have been facing the Wolves' way. And it is. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, the possession arrow on the scoreboard is pointing the way of the Wolves, and I was wondering if it was actually Mustang ball. So we'll go back with the Wolves. They do figure it out. Great job communicating with the scores table there. Inside, but the pass goes to Solstrom through Westling's hands and stolen away by Holte. Holte, she's dribbling around the defense, has that one absolutely stolen away by Madison Goffman, who takes it all the way. Fast break points for her. A theft from Madison Goffman. 60-21 now, their lead. Holte looked at the basket, thought about three, instead pulls it down, gives it off to Oslin on the far side for Kellish. Kellish gets around one defender, and she puts up a shot. Who else but Westling gets yet another block? Give her 5 on the night. And that is taken away by Gothman. That's Madison Gothman. She'll give it off to Solstrom, going inside to Westling. Nearly lost it, and then Westling will drop it in for two, give her a double-double on the night. 62-21. Creeping up on that halfway point here in the game. And with the lead plus 35, it'll be running clock from here on out. Unless Mora brings it back within 35. He shot there. A good pass inside to Axtell. She just couldn't get it to drop, and Cramlett got the rebound. Now again, Cramlett with 4 fouls, so she has to be careful on defense. Solstrom gets the pass on the far side from Gothman to the top of the key, now to Cramlett. Far side back to Madison Gothman. Now on the far side corner for Solstrom. Solstrom spinning around, gives it to Cramlett. Cramlett finds a lane, try to give it back to Westling. Now on the near side here from Madison Gothman. Inside to Solstrom. Solstrom left wide open for two. 64-21. Under that halfway point here in the second half. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, custom braces or Invisalign, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, Cambridge. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care, a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Also leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. That's EmbraceMN.com, EMBRACEMN.com. Kellish passes it over to Axtell. Axtell trying to drive inside, and Cramlett ripped it away. She stole cookies from the cookie jar there. She got caught with her hand in the cookie jar and continued to take it away. I mean, that was just, I mean, that was a great play there by her. And now the Mustangs go back the other way with it. Holte, yeah, she took one too many. It looked awkward there, and she almost got away with it. And I always say, if you can get away with it, go for it. But unfortunately, she did not that time in the travel call. So, a couple substitutions on each side. Again, that clock will run now. The lead is 35 plus. 7.5. Sahlstrom has it, gives it off to Haas in the far side corner there for Madison, or excuse me, that's Annabelle Gothman. This ball taken away by Lauren Colgraf. Fast break opportunity for Holte, but she was fouled. I think they're going to get Sahlstrom on the foul. That's her fourth, team's fourth. And Holte at the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. A little too strong on that one. Holte no good. Again, they were 1 for 8 from the charity stripe in the first half, and now 0 for 1. And no good that time. Rebound grab there by 25, who checks in for the first time here for the Wolves. That I don't think I have that on my roster. I don't know. Try and check a different roster here. Maybe it was a JV player, but I'm guessing. If it is, it's Taylor Bach-Oven. I believe that's who it is. 3 attempt there by the Wolves is no good. Rebounded by Amber Fix. Amber Fix gets it back. She gives it off to Lauren Colgraf. Lauren Colgraf goes for the bank shot. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds by a Wolf player. Taylor Bach-Oven was the closest to it, and it will stay out of bounds. So the Mustangs will hold on to it. They'll get set to inbound at 66-21. Wolves with the commanding lead. Amber Fix will inbound to Colgraf on the far side. She'll hand it off to Fix as she comes streaking around her. But Fix guarded well. She'll go inside, but that one is stolen away. And the cheers rain down as Bach-Oven gets the varsity point there, plus the steal. Congratulations there to Taylor Bach-Oven. I don't know if she's played varsity much this year or even gotten points, but always nice to see the younger and or JV players get varsity points. That ball was nearly knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs, but Wolf player touched it last. Couple of substitutions here for the Mustangs, and looks like another sub here for the Wolves. That's going to be number 4. Macy Van Donsel. One of the other seniors. And a 2-ball there from Quincy Osmus. She makes it 68-23. And then the steal here by Sperling. And nearly knocked out of bounds by the Wolves, but kept back by the Mustangs. And Amber Fix looked for 3. It's no good. Getting the rebound there is Annabelle Gothman. And a shot there by the Wolves. And that was Annabelle Gothman for 2 to make it 70-23. With under 4 minutes to go. And nice pass inside there to Megan Sperling, but she was fouled as she went up for that shot, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Taylor Bach-Oven with the foul on her. And that will send Sperling again to the line for 2. Shot is no good. A little too strong on that one. Elizabeth Gravich. And checking in for the Wolves is number 15, Anna Bolt. Shot up and no good again from Sperling, so 0 for 2 on that trip. And the jump ball is called, and the possession arrow favoring the Mustangs. We did get another substitution. I didn't quite see who. That is Gravich for the Mustangs. Giving it to Fix on the far side for 3. That's going to come up short from Sperling. Or Kellish, excuse me. And that is going to be rebounded here by Grace Haas. And a long 2 there from Donsel, Von Donsel. And I thought she rushed that shot a little bit, and Kellish grabs the rebound. I thought she had an opportunity to drive to the basket, but unfortunately did not. And now on the far side for Oslin. Tegan Oslin has it. Dribbling around. She'll give it back to Amber Fix for a long 3. It's going to be no good. And Haas comes down with the rebound again for Milaca. She'll give it off to her teammate on the far side. That's Bolt, who I think lost it because she wasn't ready for the pass, and she lost it. And another substitution here for Kylie Johnson for the Wolves. And I will try to keep up here as 2 more substitutions for the Mustangs. It's number 15, that's Emma Axtell. So now pretty much all JV players out there. And number 11, another jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Mustangs. Elia Kastenbauer into the game as well. Should be Mora ball. They're saying white, but I think it should be Mora ball. Under 50 seconds to go. The clock will run, and this will pretty much do it. Here we got, again, almost all JV players in except for Osmus and Amber Fix on the Mora side. And they'll try and get a few more points on the board before this one ends. Fix with it. She'll give it off, and that's stolen away. Grace Haas read that like a book, and she passed it off, but then the pass gets back to her. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Kylie Johnson. And a 2 opportunity there from Von Donsel is no good. Rebounded by Amber Fix. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Emma Axtell with the shot. That is no good. And that will do it. So the final here in this one, the Milaca Wolves get the victory over the Mora Mustangs 70-23. They led 43-16 at half. And the Mustangs, unfortunately, only able to score 7 points here in the second half. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. Quick recap of this game here for the girls, and then we'll go to commercial break again. Get ready for the boys part of this doubleheader as you're listening to Doubleheader Basketball on Nice 95.5 FM KBEK.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Back here on 95.5 FM, recapping the first game of the doubleheader, the girls basketball game. For the Milaca Wolves, leading the way for them with 25 points was Madison Gothman, then 15 for Ashley Drugsma, 10 for Maggie Westling, and then you had 6 for Willow Hunt, along with 5 for Lydia Cramlett, 4 for Bella Solstrom, 3 for Annabelle Gothman, and 2 for Taylor Bockoven. Rebound-wise, leading them was Westling, Hunt with 8, 6 for Drugsma, 4 for Gothman. They didn't shoot a free throw here in the second half, so they finished with 3 for 8. They had 15 steals in the game, 6 in the first, 9 in the second. They had 5 total blocks, 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and Westling had all 5. They had 13 total team fouls, 8 in the first half, 5 in the second. Leading the Mora Mustangs with 8 points was Mackenzie Holte with 8, as I mentioned. 4 for Addison Axtell, 3 for Amber Fix, and then 2 for Osmus, Quall, Clevin, and Oslin. Rebound-wise, leading the way was Amber Fix with 5, and then you had 4 for Holte, Kellish, and Axtell. They went 0 for 4 shooting the free throws in the second half, which makes them 1 for 12 in the game. They had 1 block, and that was by Kellish. They had 7 total team fouls, all in the first half. So, final of that one, 70-23. The Milaca Wolves get the victory, a little bit of a lopsided victory, and the Wolves just kind of continue where they had left off in the second half from the first. So, unfortunately there for the Mustangs, that was a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow if you're the Mustangs. It's not going to be one that you're going to look to and go, oh, yeah, well, that was fun, per se, because it's not fun to lose by that much. But I think this coaching staff will have them back and ready to go before too long. And we will talk about the schedule for both these squads. All 4, I guess I should say. Got 2 teams for each, the boys and girls. So we'll talk about the schedules for each coming up here after the boys basketball game concludes. We will have that coming your way here very shortly in really no time at all. They don't have the warm-up clock started just yet. Again, it's slated to start at 7:45. With this first game ending early, I think we'll start a little bit early. I can't imagine they'll let this go 45 minutes, or darn near, they'll let it go 40 minutes before starting. So I don't think we'll be sitting here for 20 more minutes before the game starts. We could certainly be sitting here 20 more minutes before we do see the second game pregame warm-up clock get started, but that doesn't mean we will. So we will take a commercial break, and then when we come back, we will preview the boys basketball game between the Wolves and the Mustangs. Of course, you're listening to this doubleheader on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high. Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill. What about the hot water? He eliminated that heating bill, too. What about his shop? He heats that, too. I have no more complaints. I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit NorthlandBoilerSales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with two 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Welcome back, welcome in, whichever one you're doing. We thank you for joining us here this evening. Again, if you watch that girls' game and you're tuning in for the boys' game, let everybody know who's wanting to watch the boys' game that, hey, it's going to be starting a little bit earlier than that 70:45 mark because the girls' game got done a little bit earlier than expected. We had running clock there for pretty much the remainder of that second half. So the Mora Mustangs and the Milaca Wolves will get set for this second game of the doubleheader. It's the boys going at it now here in this one, and taking a look at the visiting Milaca Wolves here this season. They are 1-8 on the year. It's been a tough one, and the interesting, again, I'll say it again, I've talked about it before. The interesting thing about the bottom 3-4 teams is they were at the top of this section last year and years prior. Milaca, Pine City, and Rush City. Those three teams have been towards the top of the section, or at least getting a home playoff game the past 5-6 years, and now to see them at the bottom of the section this year is quite odd. It is very strange to me to see that. The Milaca Wolves again come in at 1-8 on the season, 1-4 in section play. They score 55 points per game and give up 80 points, or excuse me, they score. Let's redo that. I'm looking at Pine City. That's the wrong one. They score 48 points per game and give up 71, so not quite the 80, but they do give up 71. They do have struggled with scoring here so far this season. It's been a little bit of a struggle here and there for them to try and score consistently. Let's just put it that way. They did lose their first 6 games of the season to Royalton, Spectrum. Now, to be fair, Royalton and Spectrum are very good teams. Then Zimmerman, St. Francis, Little Falls, and Annandale. Those are all really good teams, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all teams that are towards the top in their section. It has been, they have played some ridiculously talented teams, but the trouble with those losses is they didn't pass that 50-point threshold in those losses, and that is something that we talked about. And in fact, 4 of their first 6 games were at home, so they lost their first 4 at home, unfortunately. But again, they did not get past that 50-point threshold in those losses. Their closest was 48 when they fell to St. Francis. Their first win came against Rush City, which was really surprising because they worked hard in that game, and it seemed like Rush City had control, but Milaca worked hard. They got the victory there in that one, 58-55. That was the first time they had scored over 50 points in a game this season, but then they kind of continued that trend. The next 2 games, sadly, were losses, but they scored over 50 points. They scored 52 in the loss against Foley and 63 in the loss to Bram. And again, both of those games were at home. Now, the trouble with having such a home-heavy schedule in the first half of the season, well, the next half is going to be very, very troublesome as they go on the road. I'm trying to look at it, and I'm trying to guess. They only have, 3, 4, 5, 6 home games in their next, 16. So out of that, they have 10 away games, and they have a stretch where they go on the road for 5 in a row from February 2nd to February 13th. So not ideal stretch there, and they'll play some tough teams. Little Falls, Hinckley, Finlayson, Ogilvie, Foley, Pequot Lakes in that stretch. So going to be a tough race there for the Milaca Wolves at the middle end part of this regular season. As we turn our attention now to the Mora Mustangs, who are 7-3 on the year, 2-2 in section play. They score about 68 points per game and give up about 60 points per game. And they started out the season just the opposite of Milaca. They won their first 4 games. They won their first game on the road versus Aiken. They went to a Kimball tournament in which they won both of their games against Kimball and Brandon Evansville. Then they came out of that and beat Rush City at home pretty handedly, but then they lost. This was a lopsided loss, too, for them. They lost to Albany 83-41, and it was tough because in talking with head coach Kurt Grachek in our preseason interview, he was talking about this is another year where we feel like we can be the team that beats them. The last couple of years, it's been one-possession ball games at the end of it, and they've almost won. So they wanted to get a win here this year. Unfortunately, unable to do it as Albany got the lopsided victory in that one. So it was a bitter taste for them going into the Christmas break, but they went into a Christmas tournament up at Pequot Lakes where they beat War Road by 1 point, 76-75, but then fell to Moose Lake Willow River 58-52. They came back out of that tournament to play again on January 5th, beat Piers, but then they lost to Legacy Christian Academy, who is one of the top teams in this section, by nearly 20 points. But then they came back here on just yesterday and put a pretty good beating to Hinckley Finlayson, 77-36. So, kind of up and down here for the Mora Mustangs. And in talking with their head coach, Kurt Grachek, one of the biggest things he talked about was just being more consistent. He knows that they have a little bit different offense than what they're used to. They have had some pretty good size for the last 3-4 years. This year, they don't have that same size. So he talked about it too. They had to switch their offense and how their offense runs and how they play defense a little bit. He said one of the goals that they have is still being one of the top defenses in the state. Right now, not happening so far, but that can change in a hurry. It certainly can. But so far right now, they're about middle of the pack with that giving up 60 points per game. So not quite the top defense in the state like they have been for many, many years, but they are working towards that, especially with their last game against Hinckley Finlayson. With their last 2 wins, actually, they have done a pretty good job of being one of the better defenses in the state, but they'll look to be the same way here tonight as they try and get in victory, 1 over a conference opponent, 2 over a section opponent in Milaca, and try not to get upset at home by these Wolves. And these Wolves like to play that kind of upset team. They like to be that heartbreak team, and again, they got the win over Rush City on the road. They'll try to do that again here in Mora, but the Mustangs, again, just trying to get more consistency as they have scored over 80 points 3 times here this season, but in their losses, they've got over, in the 3 losses they've had, 2 of them they have not been able to get to 60 points. They've barely gotten over 50, and that was against Willow River. The only time that they did was against Legacy Christian Academy, which was 64. But again, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and how consistent this team can look by the time we get towards the end of the season, because that's, again, what a lot of coaches talk about is just playing better at the end of the season, getting into playoffs. So we will take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk more pregame here between the Mustangs and Wolves here in the second game of the doubleheader. Of course, you're listening to this doubleheader on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh yeah, well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill too.
What about his shop?
He heats that too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local central boiler sales dealer.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with 2 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on 95.5 FM, getting our starting lineups for this broadcast here between the Milaca Wolves and the Mora Mustangs. This is the boys' game. It's the second game of our doubleheader. Taking a look at your starting lineups for the Milaca Wolves, who are head coached by Sam Haas. It'll be number 1, Landon Haas. Number 3, Colin Marudas. Number 10, Brock Talberg. 32, Samson Trigg. And 54, Colton Keel. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, who are head coached by Kurt Gracek, it will be number 13, Josh Hagerness. 14, Dawson Smart, 22, Noah Oberfeld, 24, Cole Schwartzbauer, and 35, Owen Lind. Looks like we are ready to get those starting lineups announced via the PA. And this, again, the second game of our doubleheader. And I want to thank all of you who tuned in for that first game, the girls' game, where the Milaca Wolves got the victory over the Mustangs, 70-23. This game should be another good one here between these two teams. Again, it's a conference game, it's a section game, and there's pride on the line as these two are a little bit of rivals as well. Before we go too far, I want to make sure to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Appreciate them. Don't forget, over on 100.9 FM, there's girls basketball happening. The Bram girls trying to get back on the winning side of things as they have lost 3 straight. They host Walker Hackensack Akeley tonight. They're looking for a win against them. It's at home, so they do have a really good chance. And I was talking about it on the morning show. I think it's a matter of they need to get a win just to kind of get back into that winning feeling. It feels like for the Bomber girls, they lost 3 in a row, and there's not a good feeling around. Certainly, there's not going to be a good feeling when you've lost 3 in a row to teams you feel like you could have or should have beat, and especially when you lose on a buzzer beater at home. They are winning by 3 right now, so maybe not winning as much as they would have liked to have hoped to have been, but they are winning nonetheless. Also want to give a shout out to my camera person to my right. Appreciate her coming out and running the camera for me here. Makes my job a lot easier, and you get to see all the game. I don't miss anything in the game, so we appreciate her coming out and running the camera for me here this evening. As they get their starting lineups finished, the stands pretty much stayed packed. They are packed once again here for this boys' game. Few people had to leave. We had a few little babies here that had to get home for their bedtime. They were cute, though. Not going to lie. Maybe got distracted 5 or 6, 20 times. But we had a few people who did exit. But for the most part, I think everyone has stayed. We've got a few more people who have joined as well. So this should be another good one. Mustangs and Wolves getting set to battle. Hegerness and Talberg will be at half court for tip-off. We're inside the brand new Mora High School, their brand new gym. So cool to be in here. I was able to tour it as well before it was completely done, and beautiful, beautiful school. Tip-off is going to be won by the Mustangs. Owen Lynn will grab it. He'll give it off now to Dawson Smart. Dawson Smart takes it on the far side, gives it to Hagerness. Hagerness now on the near side for Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer will go across the court to Smart. Smart gives it top of the key to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer to Oberfeld. Oberfeld, he's not afraid to take the shot in the face of a defender, even though it is no good. Samson Trigg will get the rebound for the Wolves. That's one thing you got to love about Oberfeld. He has no fear. No matter how close the defender is to him, he's going to take that shot. Wolves have it. It's Talberg. He gives it off far side to Haas. Landon Haas. He's going to pull it down, try to find a lane inside. He gets guarded by Oberfeld, though. He gives it back outside to Marudas. Now on the near side for Brock Talberg from 3. That's going to be no good. And Oberfeld had it for a moment, but Haas will grab it back, and that ball's going to be no good. Oberfeld going to bring in the rebound this time for the Mustangs. Smart will take it up the court, goes inside to Owen Link, now gives it off to Hegernus. Hegernus, no look pass in the near side corner to Smart. Smart gives it back to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer fakes the shot, drives inside, passing it to Link, back outside to Hegernus. He gets it before it crosses that line. Nice job by Hegernus. And he has it top of the key. Gets a screen from Oberfeld, and now looks like we'll get the first foul on the Wolves. Trigg with the first foul. Not a shooting foul, so Mora will inbound. Hegernus, lob in to Oberfeld. Oberfeld will hand it to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer back to Oberfeld. Oberfeld looking. Now he'll take it and drive it in himself. He lost it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Wolves as Oberfeld, he was saying, hey, that should be our ball, and one of the referees agrees. So the Mustangs hold on to it. Inbound here to Schwartzbauer on the near side to Hegernus. Hegernus trying to back his way in. Shot off the mark, no good. Rebounded there by Landon Haas. Haas nearly lost it. He gets it over to Trigg. Trigg trying to drive inside. He backs it out now to Brock Tolberg, left alone for three. No good. This ball is rebounded here by Hegernus. We got a Milaca Wolf who fell hard to the court. He's up and he's okay. That was Haas. He's all right, though. Hegernus gets into a double team, and then we're going to get a foul here on the Wolves. Yeah, a little too aggressive that time by Brock Tolberg. Trying to go after the steal, but just got a little too aggressive, and he gets called for the foul. Oberfeld inbounds to Smart. Smart stands at the M logo for the Mustangs. Now gives it to Hegernus. Hegernus looking, and that's stolen away by Colin Marudas. He'll take it towards the basket. Stops on a dime. Gets the defender to go by and drops it in for two. So the first points on the board there by the Wolves. They make it 2-0. And now we get I think that's another foul call here on the Wolves. That'll be their team's third. Since Trigg with his second. So 3 fouls early on here for the Wolves, and now it will send Smart to the line for 2. Dawson Smart good on the first to make it 2-1. Only 2 minutes have gone off the clock, and no good on that one. So only 1 of 2 there. And it was rebounded by Samson Trigg. He has it now, gives it to Tolberg. Tolberg calling out the offense, gives it back over on the far side to Trigg. He fakes the pass, now gives it to Marudas, standing top of the key on the near side to Haas. Haas finds a lane, he drives towards the back, and shot is up, no good, but he was fouled, and he'll go to line and shoot 2. The first team foul there on the Mora Mustangs is going to go against Cole Schwartzbauer. But again, it's Landon Haas at the free throw line. First one is up, no good. But he'll get another chance at it. And Haas, good on the second. So 1 of 2 there, and it's 3-1. More or less looks like a baseball score than basketball. But that is sure to change here real quick. Oberfeld takes it on a pass from 3, and that's good. Like I said, bound to change real quick. And Oberfeld nails it. Makes it 4-3 Mustangs. Landon Haas from 3 now trying to answer back. That's going to be no good, and Hegernus will grab the rebound. And he looks to take it in himself. That's Schwartzbauer. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Wolves. It will stay with the Mustangs. Going to get a substitution here for the Mustangs. It's number 15, Caleb Evenson. Evenson will get set to inbound. He does to Smart. Smart gives it off to Link. Now in the near side here to Evenson. Top the key to Hegernus. Hegernus gives it off to Dawson Smart. Now inside to Oberfeld. Oberfeld spins around, pass to Evenson for 3. It's no good. And Link gets the rebound. That shot is up, no good. Oberfeld got the rebound there, and then his shot's no good, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul on Brock Tolberg there. His second, team's 4th, and Oberfeld at the line for 2. 4-3, Mustangs with the lead. And the shot is good from Noah Oberfeld. Make it 5-3. Substitution for the Wolves is going to be number 5, Ben Berg. And Oberfeld drops them both in to make it 6-3 now. Mustangs with the lead. Samson Trigg, a nice spin move in the paint and drops it in for 2. What a good spin move there by Samson Trigg. Make it 6-5, but back towards the Mustangs now. Oberfeld has it on the near side. He gets it around one defender, but he traveled. Yeah, he got around the defender, but he forgot to dribble the ball, and that'll be a turnover back to the Wolves. Number 1 checks in. That's Dylan Benson for the Mustangs. Taking up the court is Colin Marudas. He drifts to the far side, stands on the elbow, looks, he gives it now to Ben Berg. Berg to Trigg, Trigg on the near side, now to Marudas. Marudas guarded by Hegerness, looking, trying to find a way around the defense, gives it to Trigg. Trigg on the near side, gets up to the free throw line, takes a shot, no good. Hegerness is there for the rebound for the Mustangs. Hegerness takes it, pulls up from the free throw line. His shot's no good, but he was fouled, and he'll go line to shoot 2. 5th team foul now on the Milaca Wolves. This one's on Marudas. And Hegerness at the line for 2. They're 3 for 4 so far. And Hegerness is good on the first. And Hegerness with the second is good. He drops them both in to make it 8-5. But back the other way come the Wolves. Berg has it. He gives it off to Marudas. Marudas with it. Trigg driving, slicing towards the basket. Shot is no good. Oberfeld is there for the rebound. Quickly up the court, gives it to Hegerness. Hegerness on the far side. Gets around one defender. And reverse layup. No good. That ball knocked out of bounds by the Mora Mustangs, Dylan Benson. And it will go back to the Wolves. So they didn't need to grab the rebound. Just let it get knocked out of bounds by a member of the Mustangs. And now Marudas has it. He gives it off far side to Haas. Haas looking. He'll give it off to Marudas. Marudas still looking. Gives it to Berg. Berg now to Marudas. Far side now to Trigg. Trigg. Good passing here. And Berg will take the shot from 3. That's off the mark. Hegerness with another rebound. Hegerness now to Benson. Benson back to Hegerness. Now on the far side for Schwartzbauer. Lobs it inside to Oberfeld. His shot no good. Taken away by Haas on the rebound. Here comes Trigg. Gets it near side to Berg. Back to Trigg on the far side corner for Marudas. Marudas pass top of the key now to Berg. Berg to Keel on the far side. Guarded by Oberfeld. He'll give it back to Trigg. And that ball's going to be stolen away by Caleb Evenson. And Evenson drops it in for 2 on the fast break opportunity. Make it 10-5. And now it looks like we'll get a timeout called there by the Milaca Wolves. Take a look at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 12:31 to go here in the first half. 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can find out more at embracemn.com. This is the second game of our double header. And at halftime over in Bram, the Bomber girls lead over Walker Hackensack Akeley 30-28. So a close one. Yeah, but the Bombers with the lead, and that's what you got to hope for at half. I feel like if you go into halftime with the lead, I feel like that's a little bit more momentum for your team, and you can start to carry that into the second half. Timeout is over. A quick timeout there for the Milaca Wolves. And they will inbound. Marudas has it, gives it to Haas. Back to Marudas. He nearly had it stolen away by Hegerness. Hegerness guarding Marudas really well, then gives it back to Berg. Berg. Now to Trigg. Now to Haas. Haas is going to be fouled. Braden Taylor checks in for the Wolves for the first time this evening. And Landon Haas will get it to Marudas. Now gives it to Taylor. Braden Taylor looks. Gives it near side to Marudas. And streaking towards the basket, Landon Haas will drop it in for two. Great pass and a great play. 10-7. Dawson Smart has it. Gives it off near side to Evenson. Evenson driving inside. Puts up a shot, no good, and they're going to get Evenson for the foul. His first, team second. Apparently it's their third. Well, either way, Mustangs give it back to the Wolves, and Keel has it. It's Colton Keel. Gives it now to Braden Taylor, who turns around, puts it up for three. It's no good. Overfeld, a rare miss on a rebound, but it goes to Haas, and now driving in is Taylor. He will give it off there to Berg, and that's no good. Oberfeld will hold on to this rebound. And it's Hagerness with it. Hagerness trying to make a cut and drive inside. Gives it off to Evenson. Now to Oberfeld. Oberfeld back to Hagerness. Hagerness out to Smart. Smart gets a screen from Oberfeld. Gives it back to Oberfeld. Oberfeld puts on the brakes. Drives towards the backside. He falls and still drops it in for two. Make it 12-7. Landon Haas the other way. Trying to drop it in for two. He cannot. Hagerness will get the rebound. They had numbers, but could not get it to fall on the shot from Haas. Hagerness on the drive. And then the pass gets here to Smart. Smart, top of the key. Looks to drive inside. Back to Evenson. Now far side to Dylan Benson for three. That's going to be no good. And Landon Haas will grab the rebound for the Wolves. That one poked out from behind. Marudas. Owen Link will check back in. And the ball will stay with the Wolves. Under 10.5 to go here in the first half. Braden Taylor looks to inbound. Finds Marudas on the far side. He stops, and as he holds on to it, he keeps possession of the ball. Now gives it to Keel. Keel to Taylor. Taylor thought about a two from the free throw line. Pulled it down, and now he will get fouled. Hagerness will be called for the foul. Wolves will inbound. They get it in to Marudas. Now on the far side here for Taylor. Back out to Keel, to Marudas. Marudas thought about three, pulls it down. Dribbles inside, gives it off to Keel. Keel along two, that's off the mark. Hagerness with the rebound. He'll take it himself, give it off to Lynn, that's no good. Owen Lynn with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Benson. He'll turn around, put it up and in for two. To make it 14-7, and then a charge on the Wolves the other way. Not real sure who that foul was on. Yeah, not real sure who that foul was on. We'll make sure we get it figured out, though. But the Mustangs do get the ball back. Dawson Smart gives it off to Oberfeld. That shot's no good. Rudos gets the rebound for the Wolves. He gives it off now on the near side. Samson Trigg for three. No good. And Dawson Smart eventually grabs the rebound for the Mustangs. I believe he was fouled now. And Marudas, his second, and the team's seventh. And Haas was the guilty Wolf that last time. Dawson Smart will go to the line for a 1-and-1 as the Mustangs are in the bonus. Also checking in for the Mustangs is number 2, Anthony Stuthoff. And Smart is good on the first. That one's no good. knocked out of bounds by the Wolves, and it will stay with the Mustangs. 15-7. Mustangs lead. Hagerness looking. He'll get it inbounded here to number 21, and that is Owen Perry. Now Hagerness looks for three. That's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Samson Trigg. Bringing it back the other way. Guarding himself against the defense. He gives it off to Tallberg. Now inside for Rudas. That was blocked by Josh Hagerness. He's had a good first half so far. Not a lot of points-wise, but rebounds, blocks, assists, he's done a really good job. As again, that ball went out of bounds by the Mustangs, so the Wolves will inbound it. Tallberg has it. Gives off to Trigg on the far side. He wanted the three, instead pulls it down, gives it to Ben Berg, who drives inside. Spin around shot is good. Ben Berg, a beautiful spin around jumper. 15-9. Smart with it. He gives it off to Oberfeld. Oberfeld gets around, trying to get around that defender. Instead gives it to Perry. Excuse me, that's Hagerness. Said Owen Perry the last time, but his shot is up on the pass, and it's no good. And Tallberg got the rebound, and now I think we're going to get a foul on the Mustangs. And that's on Dylan Benson. They have, according to the scoreboard, 5 team fouls. We'll try and figure out who has the other one. I only have them with 4, but again, I always stick with the scoreboard in the gym because that's more accurate than I am. Under that halfway mark, Mustangs lead 15-9. Colin Marudas with it. Stands, he gets a screen. He'll give it back to Trigg. Trigg for 2, no good. Oberfeld grabs the rebound. Oberfeld racing up the court, gives it off here to his teammate, and then Oberfeld look for 3. And we're going to get a foul on the Mustangs again. That one's going to go against Owen Perry. Couple substitutions here for the Mustangs. As we're back to action. Rudas has it. Looking for a screen. Lost the ball, but he picks it back up. And now spin move inside, and he gets a shot to fall. Nice spin move there by Colin Marudas. Beautiful spin move. And the deficit now only 4 for them. 7.5 minutes to go. Austin Smart drives inside, had it poked out, stolen away by Samson Trigg. He'll give it off to Berg, and they're going to get a foul there on Milaca, unfortunately. No, maybe so. Yeah, Colin Marudas going to get his 3rd. So he might sit for the rest of the first half. Landon Haas will check in for him. And going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 is going to be Dylan Benson. Benson's team's lead is 4, and his shot is no good, but he gets his own rebound swatted to him. Hagerness stands top of the key, trying to make his way inside, gets around 2 defenders, puts up a shot, no good. And it's rebounded there by Tallberg. He'll give it up the court to Ben Berg. He'll put up a shot, no good. I like the idea there, but just off the mark. And now Dawson Smart racing up the court. Gives it off near side here to Evenson for 3, and it's good. Caleb Evenson makes it 18-11. Haas will give it off now to Tallberg. Tallberg on the near side. He has a little bit of space between him and the defender. Instead, he'll give it off underneath the basket to Ben Berg. Turnaround jumper, no good. Hagerness grabs yet another rebound. Hagerness driving his way inside. Gives it back to Benson. Dylan Benson tries to back his way in. Outside to Hagerness for 3. Far side. It's good! And all of a sudden, this Mora offense may have found a little bit of a spark. Berg has it to Tallberg. And now to Trigg on the far side. Trigg back over to Tallberg. Tallberg top of the key for 3. No good. Hagerness yet another rebound. He has been all over the rebound here this first half. Hagerness trying to drive inside, picks up his dribble, lets the defender get around him, and he drops it in for 2. 23-11. Trigg with it, picked up his dribble, now in a little bit of trouble, but he finds Anthony Stuthoff? This one going to be stolen away by Hagerness. And he drives to the basket, shot is up, no good, but he was fouled. He'll go line to shoot 2. 9th team foul on the Wolves. And that was going to go against Anthony Stuthoff. Hagerness again at the line for 2. First one, no good. Couple substitutions on each side. And Hagerness, no good on both. Interesting there as Ben Berg gets the rebound. Gives it off inside to Landon Haas, who does a good job to drop that one in for 2 to make it 23-13, a 10-point lead. Hagerness gives it off in the near side corner to Evenson. Going inside, Hagerness to Oberfeld. Oberfeld spins back the opposite way. Looks for the shot off the glass. It's no good. Rebounded by Stuthoff. And quickly up the court come the Wolves. Berg gives it off to Haas. Haas puts it up and in for 2. And now the Milaca offense has found a spark. 23-15 they trail. Smart on the far side gives it to Hagerness. Top of the key. Lets the defender get around him to Benson. Now he gives it now to Evenson. Evenson for 3. That's good. Caleb Evenson has come off the bench and lit it up so far. He has 8 points off the bench. And now Landon Haas trying to make it the same. That one's knocked out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Anthony Stuthoff who had it knocked out of bounds. Isaiah Aarons will check into the game for the first time here for the Mustangs. So a timeout called there by the Wolves. They trail 26-15 with 4:41 left here in the first half. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible. Plus, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. So the Mustangs have an 11-point lead over the Wolves. As we approach halftime, we are under 5 minutes left here in this first half. A little bit of a lower scoring first half between these two teams. The Mustangs, we seen they got off to a little bit of a slow start last night, but then everything started to click, and it quickly wasn't a low scoring first half. And then now a little bit of a slower start here. At this point, they were around 30 points, maybe 35 even. They wound up, I believe, with 40 at halftime and led 43-23 or 40-23, something like that. At half over the Jags. Wound up winning that one pretty handedly. So the Wolves called their second timeout. They're left with now 3 for the rest of the game. As the Wolves will get set to inbound. Stuthoff gives it in to Berg. Berg, he'll switch to the M logo. And he pauses. He's guarded well, but now gives it off to Tallberg. Tallberg guarded well. Now gives it off to Landon Haas. Haas on the near side. Lost his dribble, but picks it back up. And that ball's still up for grabs. Somehow inside, puts up a shot. It's no good, but he was fouled. So he's going to go line and shoot 2. I believe that was Isaiah Aarons with the foul. It's their team's 7th. Again, still trying to find out who that other foul was on. It was Owen Perry, it looks like. Haas no good on the first. Haas going to get a chance to tie his shoe here real quick. Yeah, you don't want those laces out because those are slippery, and on a basketball court, that is dangerous. Landon Haas, no good on both. And Oberfeld grabs the rebound for the Mustangs. Between him and Hagerness, my goodness, the rebounds have been easy for them too, seemingly. Good passing here by the Mustangs, as now with it is Evenson. He gives it off the near side. Dawson Smart for three. That is no good. And rebounded by Stuthoff, and quickly up the court, Landon Haas drops it in for two. Good fast break point there by the Wolves to make it 26-17. Owen Perry has it, gives it to Evenson. Evenson, a long three, no good off the front of the rim. And that's Tallberg with the rebound that time for the Wolves. Quickly up the court again. Ben Berg has it. He gives it off the near side corner to Haas. Haas driving inside. He puts up maybe a rush shot that's no good. And somehow he's going to come up with the rebound. Tallberg has it. Gives it off to Haas. Haas, he wanted to go to Keel. Instead pulls it down. And he's guarded well. Now he drives inside. Backs out to Keel. Keel for three. No good. Battle for the rebound. But Ben Berg going to win that battle. Three from Tallberg. That's no good. And Isaiah Aarons, is that? No, that's Evenson with the rebound, and then gives it off to Owen Perry for two. Beautiful feed from Evenson to Perry to make it 28-17. Berg has it to Haas now. Haas on that far side elbow, waiting patiently for something to open up. Instead, he'll just take it himself. Drives inside, no good. Rebound there by Aarons. And now Evenson has it for three. Good! Caleb Evenson into double digit scoring now here in the first half, and that's coming off the bench. Milaca Wolves have it back. They'll give it near side corner to Tallberg. Tallberg looking, now trying to drive inside. He puts up a shot. Good. I think they're going to count the basket plus an and one opportunity. Foul on Aarons, his second, team's eighth. And Brock Tallberg has a chance for the three-point play. It's 31-19 right now. Tallberg shot is no good. So he gets two there, and Aaron's got the rebound. Under 2.5 to go here in the first half. 31-19, Mustangs lead. Smart gives it off far side to Oberfeld. Oberfeld lost it for a moment, got a little bit of a stiff arm, and he also traveled. The ball will go back to the Wolves. Yeah, he got away with a little bit of a shove on that stiff arm, trying to be Derrick Henry out there, wearing the same number. Braden Taylor has it now for the Wolves. He gives it off to Berg. Berg trying to shimmy shake his way to the basket. Instead, he'll give it off to Keel. Now to Haas. Now to Brock Tallberg. Tallberg stands tall on the near side elbow, but looking for Haas, and that's who he delivers the ball to. Going underneath now. This one picked up by the Wolves. Somehow they hold on to that one. Great awareness by the Wolves. 8 seconds to shoot. 7, 6, 5. Tallberg trying to get a shot off. Oh, my goodness. How did he get that one to fall? The most awkward of angles, but he got it to drop in. I mean, that's just called skill at that point. My goodness. Brock Tallberg. Under a minute and a half now to go. Dawson Smart, he was losing the ball, so he tried to pass it off to Aaron so as not to travel. And that's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Wolves there. It wouldn't have been ideal either way. It would have been a travel, or that pass would have gone out of bounds. Either way, it was a turnover waiting to happen. And sadly, the Wolves get it back, and they're feeling it a little bit now. Taylor has it, delivers it back outside to Ben Berg. He quickly pulls the trigger on a three. It's no good. Oberfeld going to tip a rebound to himself. He'll take it up the court. He stops top of the key. And he'll give it off to Hegerness. Hegerness looked at the basket, thought about three, drove inside, backs out to Smart. Now on the far side for Aarons, he lost it. He didn't look that one all the way in. He saw it coming. He tried to look at the basket as he pulled it in. I think he was going to go for the quick three, but unfortunately there, didn't look that ball all the way in, and it will give it back to the Wolves on a late turnover with under a minute to go here in the first half. Game clock and shot clock separated by about 15 seconds. Brock Tallberg with the shot over a couple of defenders, in for two. 23-31. Milaca trails. I said that wrong. 31-23. There we go. I always say the bigger number first. My goodness. Oberfeld gets the pass from Smart. Now he tries to drive inside. Spin move, but he's double teamed. Gives it to Owen Lind. Back outside to Hegerness. He drives inside. Shot is up. No good. And Keel gets the rebound there for the Wolves. Brock Tallberg has it. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Wolves will try and get that last shot so as not to give the Mustangs an opportunity unless Berg gets a free one here. And he will. Oh, my goodness. Ben Berg drops it in for 2 plus the and 1. And another foul there on the Mustangs. This one's on 14, Dawson Smart for their 9th, his first. And Ben Berg at the line for the possible 3-point play. Shot is up. No good. So only 2 that time for Berg. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. 2 and 1. Oh. Little quick to call there. They're going to get Oberfeld on a charge. I think they were too quick to blow that whistle there. Got to let them play a little bit. 0.8 seconds to go here in the half. It's only a 6-point lead for Mora, so they're going to have to get it in and shoot. Oh, he shouldn't have dribbled. Tallberg thought he had a moment to dribble, and no, you don't with 0.8 seconds. I think it's 2 is the magic number to dribble at once. And unfortunately there for the Milaca Wolves, they can't get off that last second shot. So we're at halftime, and an interesting score. The Mustangs only lead by 6 here after a late first half surge there by the Milaca Wolves. Makes it a 6-point game between these two teams with the Mustangs on top. 31-25. We'll take a commercial break. Here word from our fine sponsors. Come back and recap the half. You're listening to Doubleheader Basketball on Nice 95.5 FM. KBEK.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, Getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit burnettdairy.com and click on careers.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit burnettdairy.com and click on careers to join our herd.
Back here on 95.5 FM KBEK, we're at halftime where the Mora Mustangs do lead 31-25, but they only lead by 6. They were up by double digits at this point, or at one point here in the second half, but man, the Milaca Wolves had a second half surge. No, first half, you know what I meant. First half surge late in the first half that get them back within striking distance of that Mustang lead. They only trail by 6 now. What an impressive first half it was there for both of these squads. Leading the way for the Wolves was Landon Haas with 9, 6 for Brock Tallberg, 4 for both Ben Berg and Colin Marudas, and 2 for Samson Trigg. Rebound-wise, 6 for Landon Haas led the team. They were 1 for 6 from the free throw line, so they'll look to be doing a little bit better from the free throw line here in the second half. They had 2 steals and 9 team fouls. For the Mora Mustangs, Caleb Evenson led them with 11 points off the bench, 7 for Hagerness and Oberfeld, and then 2 for Owen Perry, Dylan Benson, and Dawson Smart. Leading them rebound-wise was Hagerness with 8 and 7 for Noah Oberfeld. They were 6 of 11 from the free throw line, so just over that 50% mark. They had 2 steals, 1 block from Josh Hagerness, and 10 team fouls. So now they spread out those team fouls pretty well there in the first half. They had 9 players had 1. Isaiah Aarons was the only player who had 2. Keys to the game here for the second half for both of these teams. I think for the Mora Mustangs, got to get back to giving the ball to Oberfeld. I know, you don't want to force him the ball. You don't want to, force him into bad situations, but you're going to have to get the ball back to him. Tell him to just kind of shoot almost at will because, again, once he gets going, it's almost impossible to stop him. But also, I think you're going to have to see the rest of the team kind of step up shooting the ball as well. We've seen Evenson do that there in the first half. Evenson did a really good job coming off the bench, but I think Hagerness and Oberfeld are going to have to kind of do their part as well, along with Schwartzbauer. He doesn't have a point here in the first half, and I think he's going to have to get on the board in the second half to help this team get back out to that double-digit lead they once had and pull away and kind of finish off this game. For the Milaca Wolves, I think in the second half, just continue what you were doing in the first. You got your offense rolling. You got some momentum going your way, and you shot the ball really well. And you were almost kind of shooting at will. You were almost kind of shooting anytime you got it open. But one thing they did really well was they passed the ball. And as much as they were kind of shooting almost at will, they stayed patient, and that was a big thing. They stayed patient. They shot the ball really well when they had their opportunities to shoot. And compared to the early parts of the first half, they weren't shooting the ball as well. But here in the second half, the later parts of the first half, they really shot the ball pretty darn well, and that's what helped them again. But they kind of hurried their offense up a little bit. Their transition offense is really what impressed me, and they got it going, especially with those 2 late turnovers by the Mora Mustangs. So, just about set for the second half here. We'll get another commercial break, and then we'll be ready for the start of half number 2. You're listening to the doubleheader basketball on KBK.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Back here on 95.5 FM KBEK, we're getting ready for the start of the second half. Before we do, I want to give you an update on a game over in Bram where the Bram Bombers, the girls basketball team, leads over Walker Hackensack Akeley 56-48 over in that one. So 2 close games going on here. Be sure to check out that one if we end before he does. That's another good game that is in its second half, so there's a good chance that it ends before we do, but I'll try to keep you updated on that one as well. Both teams working their way back out onto the court. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows 18 minutes back up on the scoreboard. The team over there believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Wolves will start with it here in the second half. Here we go. Wolves will move right to left on your radio dial here in half number 2. Mustangs left to right. Marudas has it. Gives it off to Haas. Haas in the near side corner. Back to Marudas. Marudas, and you can see this offense trying to move a little bit quicker here. Shot is blocked again by Hegerness. Taken by Oberfeld, but it's stolen back by Landon Haas. He'll give it off to Marudas. Marudas back outside to Haas. Haas looking for 3, but Schwartzbauer was right there. He puts a shot up towards the basket. It's no good. Hegerness with the rebound. Make it 9 on the night, and no one guarding Smart as driving inside now Schwartzbauer, and now we're going to get a jump ball call, and the possession area is going to favor the Mora Mustangs. So they'll hold on to it. Smart had a wide open lane to the basket. He had 2 defenders look at him, but neither of them closed on him. So the inbound goes to Schwartzbauer, and it rims out from 3, and it's rebounded by Landon Haas. Great opportunity to score there, and then inside. Samson Trigg had it stolen away by Hegerness. I think Hegerness half expected a foul call. And that shot is up and no good by Smart, rebounded by Keel. I only laugh because the surprise on both faces of the defender from Mora and the offensive player from Milaca, they were just like, oh, there's no call? Okay. And now getting a steal and taking it the other way, dropping it in for 2 is Dawson Smart. He'll get the first points on the board here in the second half, 33-25. Mustangs with the lead. Marudas has it. He fakes the pass one way, then goes on the far side to Tallberg. Tallberg back to Marudas, now over to Trigg on the near side. Trigg now to Haas. Haas back to Trigg. Trigg. He wants to find a lane towards the basket, but there's just nothing there. Pass now over to Keel. Now back to Marudas. Marudas jump and drops it in on the layup for 2. 33-27. That's Smart. Now to Schwartzbauer. Now to Hegerness. To Oberfeld. Shot over the defender, no good, and Rudas with the rebound for the Wolves. Now gives it over on the near side here to Trigg. Trigg with a hard pass fake inside, drives inside, then hands it off to Tallberg, who is wide open underneath, and he drops it in for two, 33-29. Milaca making a statement here in the second half, saying, hey, we can stick with him. A three on the far side from Caleb Evenson. He starts right where he left off, makes it 36-29, and just when the Wolves think they're going to close the gap, Even says, no, sir. Inside, Keel. He was fouled. I thought Hegernus got yet another block, but instead it's a foul on Hegernus, his first of the second half, and Colton Keel will go to line and shoot two. First one up, no good off the front of the rim. They are now 1 for 7 from the free throw line. And a lot of times we see that the points left off the board at the free throw line are key later in the game, but he makes the second one. So 1 of 2 there, and it's 36-30. Mustangs have it back. Hegernus drives towards the basket, and he has it blocked, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Wolves, and he thought he got fouled, but referee does not agree, and he gets the explanation from the referee as to why, and he'll lob it into Oberfeld. Oberfeld looking, he'll give it off to Evenson. Evenson backs out to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer lays it up into the basket for two, his first points on the night, and like I said, I thought he might have to have a big second half here for the Mustangs if they want to try and pull this one away. Keel with the three. Oh, it rattles out, but there for the block. I mean, Tallberg got the rebound, but his shot was blocked by Oberfeld. And a three there by Oberfeld. You do not want to see him get that three ball working. 41-30, and now we're going to get a foul here, I believe, on the Mustangs again, as that one going to go against Caleb Evenson and Landon Haas will be at the line for the possible three-point play. No good. So only gets 2 there. Rebound by Owen Lind. 41-32. Hegernus has it. He gives off to Lind. Now to inside to Oberfeld. And he had it ripped away by Landon Haas. And he takes it to the basket. No good. Haas. Highway robbery there. But then he could not complete the fast break shot. And Tallberg will get his third foul. The team's first. Tallberg will check out, and in for him goes Ben Berg. So the Mustangs, that steal will not hurt them, as Oberfeld going to have to do a better job protecting there. Pass into the far side to Evenson, top of the key to Lind. Lind fakes the three, gets it off to Schwartzbauer now for 3. That's going to be no good. And a rebound there by Marudas. Now he's quickly up the court to Trigg. His shot no good. And Josh Hegernus gets the foul. He doesn't agree, as it sends Trigg to the line for 2. And Trigg will get that one to rattle through. Makes it 41-33. Trigg drops them both to make it 41-34. Couple substitutions on each side, and Oberfeld inbounds to Dawson Smart. Smart starts on the center part of the court, then drakes it to the far side, now back down center. And he was looking to pass that one off to, I don't know if it was Benson or Oberfeld, but nobody home. And another turnover, and the ball going to go back to Milaca. And this is kind of the way the first half ended for the Wolves. The Mustangs just seemingly didn't have great communication, and the Wolves capitalized off that. And Wolves trying to cut this deficit even more, and Trigg had that pass go through his hands. Luckily, he grabs it back, gets it back to Marudas, now back to Trigg, far side 3. Good. Samson Trigg drops in the 3 to make it 41-37. Dawson Smart has it. He gives it to Evenson. Evenson thought about the long 3. Gives it to Benson. Benson back to Evenson. Evenson looking. He's trying to get around the defender, but gives off to Oberfeld. Oberfeld fakes a couple times. The 3 is no good. Almost got it to fall. And the rebound is grabbed by Marudas. And then thrown away. He was looking for his teammate, but he had players standing over him, so he had to throw it kind of into no man's land, and unfortunately there's no one home for him. So it will be a turnover right back to the Mustangs. 41-37, 13 minutes exactly left here in the second half. Evenson has it, looking to inbound. He'll inbound here to Smart, and Marudas, the guilty Wolf. He'll check out with his 4th foul. And coming in for the first time here tonight for the Wolves. Number 30 is Samuel. I did not hear how they pronounce his last name. Heat, I believe, something like that. Shot is no good by Oberfeld and rebounded there by Ben Berg. Trigg left alone for 3 on the near side. Oh, couldn't get it to fall, and Oberfeld is going to grab the rebound. That's unfortunate there. That would have pulled the Wolves within 1, and that probably would have changed the look of this game completely. Oberfeld driving to the basket, and he was fouled. Are they going to call it a shooting foul? They will. Ben Berg gets the foul called on him. No. Yes, no, maybe so, yes. They will call it a shooting foul. So Oberfeld at the line for 2. Each team now with 3 team fouls. Oberfeld no good on that one. He was 2 for 2 in the first half. And that one's no good as well. Knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs, so it goes back to the Wolves. Wolves' deficit is only 4 now. Again, they trailed by double digits late in that first half and cut it down to 6 at half and now have it down to 4. Good passing between Wolf teammates. And Keel has it. He's left alone at 3, but he'll pull it down and give it off to Berg. Berg wants to drive. He gets it off to his teammate. And Trigg gets it to Haas. Shot no good. Hagerness with the rebound. Dylan Benson, far side pass to Cole Schwartzbauer. For 3, it's going to come up short. And Keel is going to get the foul called on him. He's frustrated with that one. It's only his first, but team's 4th, and that will make Mora inbound. Hagerness to Schwartzbauer. He wanted the 3, but will go inside to Oberfeld, and that one's knocked away from him out of bounds. So the Mustangs again will inbound. Schwartzbauer again. Wants to go to Oberfeld. He was left alone. Oh my goodness. I don't know where the miscommunication was on defense, but they left him alone. He can't do that. It's 43-37. Wolves have it back. And a shot there from Trigg. No good. Off the mark. Hagerness can't hold on to it. And it's going to go out of bounds off of him. And Wolves will get it back. Braden Taylor into the game for Keel. Now we're going to have a conversation amongst the referees. I think one saw something else and the other saw something else. I think it might be on a substitution as well. We got it all figured out. Milaca Wolves will inbound. Quickly to Haas, and he drops it in for 2. (43-39), back to a 4-point lead for the Mustangs. Oberfeld looks for Hagerness. He gets a screen. Nearly had it poked out. Oberfeld towards the basket. Off the backboard and in for 2. 45-39. These two teams setting a pretty good pace now. Up and down the court. Benberg left alone for three. It's off the mark, and Hagerness comes up with the rebound. Gives off to Oberfeld. A long three is going to come up short, and then a foul there on the Mustangs, and yeah, that's going to go on Evenson. That was a pretty clear foul, his third, team's fourth. We'll get a timeout called here by the Mustangs. It'll be their first, actually, of the game. They lead 45-39 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lynchburg, Cambridge. And they'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Plus, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom braces or Invisalign. Find out more at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. A 6-point lead for the Mustangs. Wolves have got to be feeling good about themselves. I think, coming into this one, the Mustangs may have seen themselves as the top dogs over Milaca and thought maybe, hey, this might be a little bit of an easier one. I don't want to say teams ever think that it's easy, but, when you look at a team that's only got 1 win on the season, you might think to yourself, well, we got this one. But not the case. The Wolves sticking right in it. Samson Trigg has the pass inside. He gives it back outside to Taylor. Now on the near side for Benberg from 3. That's going to come up short. And Oberfeld will grab the rebound. Nearing a double-double. Hagerness has it. He's also nearing a double-double. He gives it off far side. Caleb Evenson for 3 is no good. And Schwartzbauer will grab the rebound. Gives it to Oberfeld. Oberfeld has that one knocked out. It's going to go back to Milaca. And now the referees are going to come together. Yeah, I thought that was off on the Wolves. I thought it might have been out of bounds. They're going to talk, and it's going to stay with the Wolves. I think they were discussing that one referee saw it off a Mustang, one saw it off a Wolf, but they're going to say it's going to stay with the Wolves on the original call. And Taylor has it. He gives it off on the far side. Landon Haas has it back to Berg. Back to Haas in the far side corner. Berg, quick 3. No good. Schwartzbauer with the rebound. That looked like a good shot opportunity, but just couldn't get it to fall. Hagerness has it, looks for a screen from Oberfeld. Goes one way with it and drives inside. Shot is up, no good. Schwartzbauer got the rebound, and he comes down hard. He's all right, though. I think they're also going to get a Wolf on the foul. Yes, they will. They're going to get Braden Taylor with his first, team's 5th. Owen Lind checks into the game for Hagerness. Smart will inbound to Evenson on the far side. Now to Smart. Smart trying to work his way inside. Nearly lost it. Jump ball called. Possession arrow favors the Wolves. So they'll inbound here to Trigg. And he will walk it up the court. Good passing again by the Wolves. This is what led them to get back in the game in the first half. A 3 ball, no good. Landon Haas will get the rebound. Trigg thought about 3. Nice dribble towards the basket, shot no good. And it's Tallberg who gets the rebound. Reverse layup, no good, and it's Oberfeld now with the rebound. Give him a double-double on the night. Dawson Smart drives inside. He lost the ball. Gives it back outside to Oberfeld, who nearly lost it. A layup is good. 47-39. Benberg from 3. Too far. And Oberfeld with the rebound. I think right now the Wolves are pressing a little bit too much with that 3 ball. I know, it was working, but now it feels like they're pressing a little bit much on the 3. And Dawson Smart, a spin around layup is good to make it 49-39. And all of a sudden, the Mustangs lead again by double digits. This ball nearly stolen away. Back outside Berg on the near side to Trigg. Thought Berg had a chance to take another 3-point shot, but again, maybe want to change up the strategy a little bit and just try and go and get this ball worked inside as Haas will take a 3. It's no good. And Owen Lind gets the rebound. This one stolen back by Samson Trigg. And he's going to get fouled. I believe they might get Owen Lind on that one. Yes, they will. his first, team's fifth. Keel into the game for Milaca. Now we're going to get a timeout called here by the Wolves. So the Wolves call a timeout. And with that, 8:18 to go, under the halfway point here in this second half. Mustangs lead by 10, 49-39 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Taking a look at the game, Bram defeats Walker Hackensack Akeley 58-48. Thanks so much to Adam Hefty on the call in that game. Appreciate him calling that game over there as Bram gets off the losing streak of 3 that they were on and get a win back. And now that's got to feel good for them to get those 3 losses out of their head, get a win over Walker Hackensack Akeley, who's been a basketball powerhouse for a long time. And they get back to their winning ways. So 58-48, they get the win over Walker Hackensack Akeley. Thanks again to Adam Hefty calling that one over there. Meanwhile, the Wild are tied with the Flyers right now, 1-1. Give you a little bit of regional sports update as we talk about regional and national sports, along with our local sports on the morning shows. Oh, I thought maybe Brock Tallberg off the inbound had a chance to take the 3, but I think what they're going to try and do now is work this ball inside because they have just not been able to find success from 3. Knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Keel was had an opportunity for the shot, but that ball knocked away from him. Inbound here to Landon Haas. He got away with a travel as he jumped and came down, but he drops it in for 2. Now it's 41-49. And this ball taken away by Landon Haas. Shot is up, no good. And Haas was fouled. Evenson with his 4th. And Haas at the line for 2. 49-41. Landon Haas drops in the first to make it 49-42. Couple substitutions on each side. And Landon Haas drops them both in to make it 49-43. Back to that 6-point deficit. Austin Smart has it. Just to the near side. Look for Oberfeld. He wants to go towards the basket, and it's stolen away by Cullen Marudas. Quickly up the court to Landon Haas. And get a charge on Landon Haas. Oberfeld set up in great position. But Oberfeld set up before Haas got there, so now it looks like we're going to get maybe a wet spot wiped up on the court. Yeah, got a little bit of a wet spot from those bodies hitting the court, the sweat. Owen Perry goes out to wipe it up, and he gets a round of applause from the Mora student section on the far side. Cheering him on. Always good to cheer on your classmates, no matter what they're doing. So the Mora Mustangs lead here on this Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 49-43, 7.5 to go. And he pumps up the student section as he runs off. Oh, my goodness. Mustangs get it inbounded here. It's Dawson Smart who starts with it. Gives it off now to Hegernus. Hegernus hands it to Oberfeld. Oberfeld guarded well. Oh, makes Landon Haas miss with the nice dribble, and then Hegernus has it blocked. Marudas gets the steal. I don't know who blocked it. That might have been Tallberg. And then a foul. Nobody knows who the foul was on. No foul. Looks like the ball just went out of bounds. So Milaca will hold on to it. Inbound here to Tallberg. Tallberg, he fakes the pass over to Keel. That shot is no good. And it gets back to Haas for the rebound. Now we get a foul here on Mora. Owen Lind with the foul called. 7th team foul, and 2 free throws here for Landon Haas. They are in the bonus, are the Wolves. And Haas hits that one. Make it 49-44. Benson in for Lind. And Haas good on 1 of 2. Ball was rebounded by Hegernus. Benson has it, trying to get it to Schwartzbauer, but it's going to be stolen away. Brock Tallberg with the steal. Now over to Ben Berg. His shot no good. And we're going to get a foul now on the Mustangs. I believe this one could go against Oberfeld. No, they're going to call it Evenson. Oh, Dawson Smart, excuse me. There is no 15 out there right now. 6:43 to go, and at the line for, I think they called it on the floor, so it could be a 1-and-1 now for Colin Marudas. It is. Marudas, good on the first. 49-45. Shot is up again by Marudas. He drops them both in. And it's a 3-point game, 49-46. With still 6.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Plenty of time. Hegernus has it. Spins around, drives back to the near side, gives off Dylan Benson, near side corner for 3. That's going to be well long. And that was Smart who got the rebound. And then Oberfeld drives in, drops it in for 2, plus the and 1. 51-46. That foul going to go against Haas, his 3rd. And Oberfeld at the line for the possible 3-point play. No good on the free throw from Oberfeld, but he still got 2 out of that offensive possession. Shot is no good. Going to call the foul on the floor. And it's going to go against Owen Perry, his 2nd. Team's 9th, and at the line for a 1-and-1 is Colin Marudas. He hit both of them his last time. See if he can do it again. He does there to make it 51-47. And Marudas hits them both. Clutch free throws there by Colin Marudas to make it 51-48. Hegernus gives it to Smart. Hegernus gets it back. Hegernus long 3. Well off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. That's an air ball there by Hegernus, so the ball will go back to the Wolves, and all of a sudden, the Wolves, they could change this game right here. With it is Marudas. Marudas looks, gives it off far side there to Berg. Berg gives it off near side to Haas. Back to Marudas, Berg. Now over to Tallberg in the far side. Going to Marudas, but it's too tall. And the Mustangs catch a break as that one is going to be a turnover. Oberfeld will inbound to Smart. Smart gives it off to Hegernus. And a moving screen called there on Oberfeld. And he's a little upset with the call. It's going to be his 2nd, team's 10th, and that will send, no, it won't send, so it was an offensive foul, so Milaca not going to go to line and shoot 2 because it was an offensive foul on the Mustangs. Meanwhile, Milaca again with the good passing Here's that passing we see. They pick up the pace with the passing, the pass. Oh, but this one's going to be stolen away by Schwartzbauer. He read that like an absolute book and then nearly stole the Wolves. Going to be their 8th team foul, the 2nd on Colton Keel. And it's a 1-and-1 now for Cole Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer only has 2 points on the night. Trying to add 2 more. That one's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Brock Tallberg. And, again, really good passing here by the Wolves. Going back and forth across the court. Not too much in and out, but definitely around the perimeter. And that shot is up no good. Tallberg gets the rebound. And then we get a tie-up, and that jump ball possession arrow favors the Mustangs. Evenson will check in with 4 fouls for Dawson Smart. Just under 5 minutes to go. 51-48, Mustangs with the lead. Hegernus has it. Delivers it to Evenson. Back over to Oberfeld. Now on the near side, Hegernus. Hegernus will line it up for 3. It's going to be no good. He gets his own rebound. Shot. Instead passes it off to Schwartzbauer. Beautiful pass to Schwartzbauer to make it 53-48. Now on the far side, it's Tallberg who has it. And again, Milaca with this passing around the perimeter. Now they go inside to Tallberg. Tallberg wants it go back outside to Marudas. On to the near side to Haas. He tries to drive inside, but Oberfeld guarding real well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Marudas hits the 3. That's a big one because now the game is within 2. What a game this has been, and we're in for a fun finish, ladies and gentlemen. 53-51, Mustangs with the lead. Schwartzbauer on the far side delivers it, gives it off to Owen Perry, who drops it in for 2. 55-51, it's a 4-point lead. Wolves get it back. They'll pass it around again. Pass it around the horn, the rim, the ring, the perimeter, whichever you'd like to call it. Tallberg left alone outside. Didn't want to take that shot. Instead gives it far side to Berg for 3. That's going to be no good. Landon Haas gets the rebound. He's bothered inside, and now we'll get a timeout called here by the Wolves. 55-51, 3:20 left here in the game. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. The Wolves have gotten themselves right back in this one. And again, now I think the biggest thing for the Mustangs here right now, or for the Wolves, here, is you have to make sure you're not pressing on offense. You want to make sure that you're not doing too much. You want to make sure that, you're getting the shots that you want and you're taking those, maybe even a 3 or 2, but 3 or 2, I suppose that sounded weird, but probably a 3-point shot or a couple of them. But you also don't want to be forcing them. You also don't want to be taking those shots just willy-nilly. You want to make sure that they're open and that you're getting clean shots as well. Under 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. With it, they'll give it over to Tallberg for 3. It's good! Brock Tallberg for 3, and it's a 1-point game. 55-54. The Wolves fan section is all of a sudden into this one now. The Mustangs trying to protect this league. Hegernus gives it out far side to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer drives inside, shot up, no good! Rebounded there by Tallberg, and Mora did a great job there not to foul. You don't want to foul right now. That would be detrimental. Closing in on 2.5 to go. Milaca within 1. Far side to Haas. Again, passing it around. They'll be patient on the shot. Landon Haas underneath the basket. No good. Oberfeld there for the rebound. That would have erupted this place. Schwartzbauer gets the pass on the far sideline. And it looks like we're going to get a foul here on Milaca. They get this one on Brock Tallberg, his fourth. And at the line to shoot is Cole Schwartzbauer. I don't know if this is 1-1. Looks like 2. Perhaps a 1-1. We'll find out. It's a 1-1, but doesn't matter because he made the first. So now it's out to a 2-point lead again for the Mustangs. Schwartzbauer, good on both. Those are big free throws there from him. I mean, those were clutch. Now it takes it out to a 3-point lead, so the Wolves, if it were to come down to it, would need 3. Timeout called there by the Wolves. They'll be left with 1. Mustang fan section getting into it now. 57-54. This has been a fun game between these two teams. The second game of this doubleheader, a lot different than the first. The first, it was lopsided. Milaca won very handedly, 70-23. This game, though, the Wolves trying to pull off an upset over the Mora Mustangs. Trying to keep up to date on all the regional sports. They disappeared from my my Google alerts, so don't know why I did that. Technology's fun. So Kurt Grachek giving his last words to his team. Sam Haas giving his words to his team. Both teams are back out on the court. Under 2.5 to go in the game. Wolves will inbound. They'll face a little bit of full court pressure now by the Mustangs. Mustangs will back off a little bit. I think they just wanted to give the kind of show they were giving full court pressure, but I don't think they were really going to press at all. I think it was just more or less, hey, we're going to show you this look, but we may not press so much. We're just trying to throw you into a mistake. Tallberg for 3. That's good! Back and forth, and now all of a sudden, we are tied at 57. Holy moly. Wild finish coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Could we go for overtime? That would be the most. I don't think I've ever had overtime in a season. Maybe once before, but a 3 there from Evenson. And that will give the Mustangs the lead right back. That was a big one, and Evenson delivers. Schwartzbauer nearly got the foul on the far side, but Trigg will not get it called, and now he drives inside, gets it called, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. I think they're going to get Oberfeld. His third. And now Trigg is at the line for 2. Even if he makes both, it won't tie it up, but it will certainly go a long ways to helping the Wolves. Good. (60-58). Trigg makes that one. And Trigg cannot get the second one to fall. So 1 of 2 there. Rebounded by the Mustangs. 60-58. 2-point deficit for the Wolves with now under a minute to go in the game. Actually, right before that clock ticked under a minute, we got the foul call. They were quick to stop that. It's going to be the double bonus now for the Mustangs. And it's Trigg with his third foul, which sends Caleb Evenson to the line for 2. And Evenson, no good on the first. Got the fan section for the Wolves making a distraction. Did a good job there. I think they got in his head a little bit with that one. It was a little bit off. So they'll be quiet for now. And then as he starts to pull up, you can hear him get into it. But he drops that one in. That's big. That is big, because now it's a 3-point lead once again. So the Wolves have it. pass it over. Now in the near side corner to Tallberg. And Tallberg, no good on that one. And he'll race for it. And ooh, I think the Wolves caught a break there. They say it's off of Oberfeld, but it probably was more or less off of Tallberg, but they catch a break. Yeah, and Kurt Grachek saying, hey, that was off of Tallberg there. I kind of agree. Tallberg, 3. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Brock Tallberg, that's his third 3 in a row. And that ties us at 61 again. We're at 30 seconds left in regulation. We could be headed for overtime once again. That would be my third or fourth overtime game this year. That is, I think I've only ever had one. I think I've only ever had one before, not just in a season, but one before. I don't think I've ever, I think I've only had one overtime game before. But now a foul here will send Schwartzbauer to the line for 2. That's on Colton Keel, his third. So here we go. These now free throws are huge. I mean, they mean the most. Schwartzbauer delivers. Milaca fans trying to distract, but that's a big free throw right there by Schwartzbauer. And he's good on both. Schwartzbauer with some clutch free throws. And we'll get a timeout called here by the Mora Mustangs. They had 3 left up to that point. My goodness, yeah, why not use it? So under 30 seconds to go, 63-61. Mustangs lead now. The question here for Milaca, you could take the 3 and take the lead. But if you miss, there's a good chance Mora puts this one away. Because if you miss, you're going to be forced to foul. That'll send them to the line. And so far here in the second half, they've been about 50% have the Mustangs, but you put them back up by 3, then you need a 3. So it's interesting. 19 seconds to go. I think if you're the Wolves, you obviously take any shot that you will get open. I think right now you might go for the tie and then try and go for the win. But obviously if they get a 3-shot open, they're going to take that. That's no doubt. Oh, that's a charge. Yeah, that's, Marudas, that's an easy one for him. I mean, and that's going to foul him out, sadly. Yeah, unfortunately, the defender was there, and he lowered the shoulder. And they're going to call that 10 out of 10 times. Now we'll get a timeout called here by Sam Haas and the Milaca Wolves. That'll be their final timeout. And wow, I don't know what Marudas was thinking on that one. He had the lane, and it closed quickly. Then he lowered the shoulder. Oberfeld was, he was there. He was waiting for him for about what felt like forever. But he was well set up before Marudas got there. And I don't know what he was thinking on that. That's tough because I know you're trying to get the call to go the other way. But, on that one, you really... I don't know. That didn't seem necessary. That seemed like one where you should have either. But that was. You hate to say that he made the wrong move, but I think that time it was the wrong move. We won't dwell on it. He's just trying to make a play, but maybe there next time his coach probably tell him, hey, next time we gotta make a different play there. Because now the Mustangs get the ball back with 13 seconds. You're going to be forced to foul, send someone to the line. Now, again, Mustangs have only been about 50% from the line in this second half, but still, if they make both, then you're in trouble. And Hagerness will get fouled. We're going to get it on Landon Haas, his 4th. 12 seconds to go. Give Milaca credit, though. They did a really good job there of fouling quick. They fouled quick. But now Hagerness is at the line for 2. And apparently we got 6 ... as the score. It's 63-61. Hagerness, good on the first. There you go. It's a 3-point game once again, 64-61. This really could put it away. This could be it. If he makes this one. It's a 4-point lead. Josh Hagerness with two of the biggest free throws on the night, 65-61. Milaca Wolves got to go quick. Shot is up, no good. We're going to get a foul on the Mustangs, so it will send Haas to the line for two. That's who they wanted it in the hands of. Oh, no, is that on Evenson? No, they're going to call it on Cole Schwartzbauer. Never want to see anybody foul out. I don't like it when people foul out. You like to see the guy stay out on the court. And now Landon Haas at the line for two. He has to make both. There's no question. Oh, he's short on the first. Oh, boy, 8 seconds to go. That makes this all the more difficult. Owen Lynn will check in for Dawson Smart. Well, they need this one, and even if he makes this one, it's still going to be hard to overcome. And no good. I think they might have been going for the rebound. Oh, that has to be a jump ball. Oh, my goodness. They did not call a jump ball on that, and I think they missed that call. I think that should have been a jump ball. And that's going to go against Haas, his fifth, so he'll be done for the remaining 6 seconds. Checking in for the first time tonight, Adam Drugsma. And at the line for two is Cole Schwartzbauer. And if he makes one, that's pretty much it. Yep, and there you go. So that will pretty much do it in this one, as that will give them a 5-point lead. Not really enough time for Milaca to try and come back now. And Schwartzbauer misses. I think he purposely meant to, because that'll pretty much do it. Tallberg will take it. He'll shoot the three. It's going to be no good. And that will be it. So the final here in this one, the Mustangs win 66-61. And we were treated to a fun one here in this one. We'll take a commercial break, recap this one. You're listening to KBEK.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with two 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
Back here on KBK, the Mustangs escape, so to speak, with a victory over the Wolves, 66-61. The Wolves made a valiant effort there in the second half on the comeback, but fall just short, 66-61. Stat-wise, leading the way for the Milaca Wolves with 18 points was Landon Haas, 17 for Brock Talberg, 13 for Colin Marudos, then 8 for Samson Trigg, 4 for Ben Berg, and 1 for Colton Keel. Rebound-wise, Landon Haas wound up with a double-double with 11 rebounds, 8 for Brock Talberg, and 4 for Marudos. They went 11 for 17 from the free throw line in the second half, 12 for 23 overall, so just over 50%. They had 9 steals, 2 in the first, 7 in the second. They had 1 block in the second, and 23 team fouls, 9 in the first, 14 in the second. For the Mora Mustangs leading the way, you had 2 of them with 18, Noah Oberfeld and Caleb Evenson, and then 2 with 9, Hagerness and Schwartzbauer. And then 6 for Dawson Smart, 4 for Owen Perry, and 2 for Dylan Benson. Rebound-wise, Hagerness had 13, Oberfeld had 12, 4 for Schwartzbauer. They went 8 for 13 from the free throw line in the second half, 14 for 24 in the game. They had 6 steals, 2 in the first, 4 in the second. They had 3 blocks, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 22 total team fouls, 10 in the first and 12 in the second. So for the Mora Mustangs, again, for them, I think it's more or less you feel like you escaped with the victory just because, again, you come into this one feeling like the better team. Record-wise, you look like the better team, and I think a lot of people would, because of the record, say, oh, this is going to be a lopsided game. Should be a lopsided win for Mora. Well, that's not the case because Milaca came out and gave Mora everything they could handle and then some, but Milaca falls just short, and one of the reasons why is I think, again, Marudos drove in, got a foul, and that kind of was it. They just could not come back for that, and Mora was clutch on their free throws from there on out. So a big win here for Mora, a tough loss for Milaca. They feel like they should have gotten that one, but for the Mustangs, they get out of here with the victory, 66-61. They'll improve to 8-3 on the season. For the Wolves, they will drop to 1-9. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you watch the girls' game or the boys' game or both. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much to all the fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. It is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to stay tuned to our morning shows on both our stations on 95.5 FM KBEK with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk about this game and all the other local games in our local listening area, as well as some regional sports and national sports as well. Of course, stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com and KBK.com, our Facebook pages, WCMP Radio and KBK, as well as our Twitter at WCMP Radio. For all things local sports, you'll get breaking news, cancellations on games, reschedules on games, players who have signed their LOIs to go places, coaches who have won awards, players who have won awards, as well as recaps from games that we have covered as well. Of course, again, appreciate you all for tuning in. This was a fun one. Stay tuned to our website to know what next games we're covering, because that will be up on our website. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will take you to all the links we have for the upcoming week for games that we will be covering. Of course, it'll be a little bit outdated as of now because, well, the games are all finished. But tune back into our websites on Monday afternoon. That's when we will have the broadcast schedule set up for next week. So stay tuned to Monday afternoon to see what games we'll be broadcasting. Of course, it is subject to change because of cancellations, reschedules, because of people getting sick, or many different things that could go on in somebody's life. Again, the final here in this one on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Mustangs get the victory, 66-61. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Thanks so much. Thanks to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast that we do. We appreciate that. And if it weren't for them, well, we wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast any of these games. Also, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube. That way, you will get a notification anytime we go live with a local sporting event. All you'll have to do is pull down your status bar, click on the notification. It'll take you right to the live video we have on this YouTube channel. So hit that red subscribe button. That way you're notified anytime we go live with a local sporting event. Again, thanks to you all for tuning in. Thanks so much for the fine sponsors. Final one more time. Mustangs 66, Wolves 61. Huge special shout out to my camera woman here tonight. Thanks to her making my job a lot easier. So I appreciate that for her being out here. She has plenty other things to do on a Friday night, but I appreciate her coming out and giving me help with the camera. Again, thanks to you all for tuning in. The final for the last time, Mustangs over the Wolves 66-61. For Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Drive safe and have a great and stay warm this weekend.